Well, ladies and gentlemen, and I do mean ladies and gentlemen here gathered, it's that time of the year again where we celebrate the wonderful things about the holiday season. Except this year, not very holiday-esque, you know? There's a pandemic. There are Republicans. So I think
Jesus Christ.
now
Attack him like that.
now is the time to come together, play some Christmas Dungeons and Dragons. And also, more importantly, this isn't interrupting our current game, so like we can still play regularly. This was just a side thing I wanted to do because I wanted to spend time with my friends. Okay,
Okay.
I wanted to get in the
understand.
Christmas spirit because I wasn't
Christmas
feeling it.
isn't
Oh,
about religion. It's about spending time with the ones
it's
you love.
about the real Christmas is the friends we make along the way. So now, as we descend upon our game for the evening, I would like you all to picture the atmospheric vibe of the snow falling on a frosted tinted window, a nice cozy little fireplace, me on a little piano, naked if you wish, plucking away some Christmas tunes. Happy and cozy and just generally in the Christmas spirit. Is everyone there mentally? Can everyone picture it for me? Everyone got that
Christmas
vibe?
music.
Yes, I have instrumental Christmas music going right now. Because I'm not a huge fan of like the holidays usually, but I am a fan of like the general vibe and the spirit of it.
Vibe check.
So now where Dungeons and Dragons comes into that. If you all remember, last week you were not in a frozen Christmas wonderland. In fact, you were in the very opposite. You were in a temperate jungle climate in the midst of a demon headquarters. And I don't need to recap. You all remember what happened. You trudged through the Shadowfell. You trudged through the jungle and eventually found your way to Nor Hornsby, who you befriended, but for a moment before he snapped and revealed his true demonic form. And as you snapped to teleport away as the demons descended upon you, as well as his personal watchdog of a zombie T-Rex hauling demons and zombies on the inside of him, you quickly snapped and teleported away. And that is where we will pick up this evening. As you get the feeling of the teleportation that you usually feel, the portal pulls you in and shuts behind you, and there's a split second of darkness before you reappear on the other side, opening another portal to where your intended destination is. Except this time, that split second is drawn out for a moment, and another moment, and now several seconds. There's pitch blackness and nothing but the immense wind flying past you, as if you feel like you're moving and careening. Suddenly, the portal opens once more and you see light. A lot of it. Pure whiteness blinds you as you start descending upon the earth once more. Except you are several feet above the ground. And that falling sensation turns into literal plummeting. As you hit terminal velocity and are sent careening down into an all-white environment. You slam into the ground and you prepare for the worst, but you feel nothing. Nothing that is besides immense cold. As you all sort of wake up, groggily looking around, you have fallen into an immense snowbank.
Roku, where are we going to go to?
Thought so. Is this not Skotua?
I stand up, look around. No, it's not.
I
This
remember
is-
Skotua being a tundra wasteland. No.
We were there yesterday. Yesterday, this morning, one of the two.
Today, yeah, you were earlier this morning. Hogar, as you begin to question your surroundings, immediately you feel and hear a whirring sensation from the device upon your wrist.
Hmm?
As you look at it, the two dials that give the coordinates and the planes, the dials begin to spin and speed up as they become malfunctioning, and the screen displays nothing but question marks as it shorts out, and all the magic powers down from it.
That's not good. We aren't on the material plane anymore, my friends. We are somewhere else.
And that is rather apparent.
I throw all the snow away from me as I finally try and attempt to escape my prison of snow. You said snowbank, and I'm 2.5 feet tall, so I assume that I'm completely buried. So I'm going to try and
I reached out and picked Sweetie up. And help Sweetie out.
Roku, what'd you do?
I don't know. I thought of Skotua and it didn't work.
Well, our best.
Is your memory fading?
Is it? Because that'd be very
Would be.
bad. We're just
I've
there
never
this
seen
morning.
this place before.
And that is very
Do I
apparent
recognize?
as you all look up and around in the general vicinity. Obviously, you all wonder where you are, and you see nothing but whiteness on the ground, except for the small craters of you guys scattered out falling that have been left into the several feet deep snow. You look up into the skies, and you see this beautiful swirl of colors, these blues, these purples, all just meshing together in the skies unnaturally. It's beautiful. It's non-threatening. There's nothing you've ever seen before. And as you look around, there is nothingness. Only this snow, as far as you can see, except for in one direction. You see a small homestead, a village, full of log cabins, and more comforting to your current state, several plumes of smoke coming out of chimneys, showing many fireplaces for the evening.
Oh.
Wait, is it
Probably
evening?
go. Yeah, it looks like it.
Like
The
sunset?
sky is dark, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't have a moon or anything, just these roaring colors above you. But it does seem to be night.
Well, this thing, I point to the dimension watch, is broken. We'll have to find. Hopefully, some of that village is able to fix stuff.
Well,
Yes.
Roku, you said you tired yourself out as well with that last teleport, right?
I'm gonna try to teleport, and it's not gonna work because I don't have enough charges.
Yeah, this might be our best option of getting home, but we currently can't.
Well, let's at least figure out where we are. And I want to just kind of start taking off towards this little village.
I assume you all
Same.
start moving towards the village.
I'm gonna grab my
Yeah.
cloak and like arms inside. You know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my hooded cloak because criminal. My hooded cloak and just kind of put it up just for the extra bit of warmth.
I put up my hood and button up my jacket, my leather jacket that is my armor. And I have my spider cloak.
You guys all hug yourselves and sort of shiver from the cold. Now, knowing not such extreme cold, as Skotua itself is a very moderate climate. But you trudge through the snow. Every step, your feet sink inches deep, except for Hogar. It seems his light elven sort of build has given him the ability of to reside on top of the snow, not sinking directly into it, which is something that you notice. The other two of you are having a very rough time, but all of you are equally cold as you trudge towards this village. Is there anything you'd like to discuss on the way, or?
I just want to like survey the area, just like
Yeah, just look around, see
Yeah,
what I
well-
can see.
Roll me a perception check.
that's a 9.
Ooh, 19.
Sweetie, you attempt to naturally raise your head and look around at the area, but as you do so, a particular bitter gust of wind hits you in the face and stings you, and you have to hold it. And as you blink your eyes, you feel that slight moisture start to freeze your eyelashes. So you immediately sink your head back down, deciding not to look around. But Hogar, while you are skinnier than the other two, you are having a particular bitter cold, even if you aren't sinking into the snow. But as you look around, you notice that there are no clouds in the sky, yet it is perpetually snowing. This does not seem to be your plane of existence, as judged by the question mark seen on your wristwatch before it exploded. But it, it is a seemingly new plane of existence, despite being kind of similar to your own. And with that, there's nothing much to see out in this wilderness. A calm, sort of almost deafening, sort of muted snow is all around you as you all trudge up to the small wooden fence that is surrounding this town. Not for protection, it seems to be more decoration and just marking the general limits of the city. Even city is a rather large word to describe this. It's really, a small collection of houses together. And as you walk through the fence gate, above you, you see a wooden sign with faded black paint that says Bora. As well as the other two, Hogar, Roku. No, sorry. Roku and Sweetie, you guys, again, not being very perceptive and trudging through town, you don't see a lot of the details. But Hogar, you notice that on the outside of this city, of the city limits, you see a small square steel box with a small door in it, is currently overstuffed with envelopes. That's about all you notice as you walk into this gate.
Hmm.
You continue moving inward?
Yeah.
Is there any like main looking building, like building that's just like significantly larger than the rest, or
Roll perception check.
that's another 9?
You look up, and this time, almost unnaturally, another gust of wind hits you. But as you power through it, you think, "Hey, maybe I'm getting used to this." But the wind picks up some smoke from one of the chimneys, and despite being almost physically impossible, blows it directly into your face, again shielding it, as now it is fire hurting your eyes instead of the cold.
Oh, great! Just the elements hate me today.
Watch
Okay.
out for any earth or
I
water.
just get hit with a rock.
Oh, but it's the snow. That's water.
That's true, yeah.
I go up to like the closest house to the gates.
All right. As you take the steps up to this small, cozy wooden cabin, you notice that the windows are not drawn with curtains. They are patched up with boards. But instead of being abandoned, as this house seems, as its windows are boarded up, literally, there's a fire going on the inside, just like every other house, showing that it is inhabited.
I knock on the door.
Roll me a perception check.
13.
As you knock on the door and wait, you sort of lean in to see if you can hear anything. And just as you do so, you hear, "You best get out of here now!" A voice yells from the inside.
strange. Well, since we know the
You say
house.
anything to him, or
Well,
is he just normally angry?
I said, we just got here, sweetie. I haven't said anything to anyone yet.
I don't know. You could have yelled something through the wall.
You were out here with me and didn't hear me say anything.
Well, there's smoke in my ears. Let go back and walk up next to him, knock on the door.
Same door?
Yeah.
This time, no perception even needed, as you hear the sound of more locks turning. I swear if you come around here again, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I
What?
think we should check out another house, sweetie.
All right, I got this one. I'm gonna pound on the door.
You hear two high-pitched squeals from what sounds like small children.
Roku, don't scare children.
It's freezing out here.
Look, you best move on to the next house. I won't make the same mistake as last year.
Okay.
Can I try and look through the door?
Sure. Roll me a perception check. Different kind of perception check than Hogar, but
15. I'm perceptive boy.
I hate all you.
as you look through the wall, you notice that you can't see through the door with your X-ray vision, which is weird
Some bitch.
because the only thing that would block your vision is lead lining, which isn't a very common practice amongst regular houses. That being said, the walls are see-through. It seems as though they only block the door. And as you sort of like take a step to the left and gaze inwards, there is a man who looks to be similar to Hogar in species. You can see his pointy ears and slim figure as he holds an axe meant for chopping wood, as he's perched against the door staring at it, just waiting and waiting for someone to come in, as his two young daughters are across the room, and they themselves are holding what looks to be almost letter openers, just these small knives, as they protect themselves very carefully, staring at the door, waiting for the worst to happen.
What's going on out here? Should I be worried about something attacking me?
I'm not falling for your tricks again.
All right, let's leave the man be and go to the next house. I look around. Is there any really big house in this township?
You notice that that there is one several-story building, and this is not a log cabin. This is some sort of stone building that's been built up about 4 floors, which is the only significant structure you can see.
All right, let's check there next. And I point to that building and start walking over there.
All right.
Yeah, I just follow this guy's not being too cash money to talk to, so
You guys walk through the snow, and you notice that despite this being a town and populated with people, you haven't seen a single person out on the streets. The snow has fallen and no tracks reside, as it seems that no one's been walking around here, at least since the fresh snowfall. But as you get to this several-story stone building, you notice that it has its doors unlocked as they sort of blow in the wind, no barred windows. It seems to be the only place that is open even remotely. And as you walk up to it, there is a large, colorful sign next to it, a sort of banner that hangs. It sort of sways haphazardly in the breeze as if almost it's been blown off. But as you straighten it out and look, it says Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco, open through Wintermas.
Well, I knock on the door.
You and as soon as you hit it, it sways open like a saloon door. Just they have the doors that sway. And looking in, you see a very averagely cozy and decorated sort of waiting room, and a woman behind the desk on the far wall. And as the sound of the creaking door happens, she goes, "Welcome to Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company. How may I help you?" And this woman sort of brushes her orange hair out of her face as it is all curled and nice, despite her looking not at you and staring at whatever she is occupied with currently.
Just looking for some respite from the snow.
Well, you've come to the wrong place. There's snow everywhere.
I step inside.
As you walk inside, immediately the cold and bitterness leaves you as there is just heat pumping through this place. Something immediately cozy towards you.
And I
Excuse me, miss,
wave to
and
usher my friends in.
yeah, I want to just go in and like approach the counter.
You walk up to the counter, and she through her large, horn-rimmed glasses, she pushes them up and continues to stare at some sort of parchment that she is reading, and not towards you.
Excuse me, miss. And I'm going to kind of like try and extend my arm and wave up to maybe reach counter height.
She haphazardly throws out the same phrase she greeted Hogar with. "Welcome to Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company. How may I help you?"
Where are we?
You're in Bora.
Where is Bora?
Is that the city or the name of the land?
She looks up at you guys through her glasses. And, "I'm sorry, who are you all? I haven't seen you around here before."
We aren't from around here.
We were working against a demon infestation when we were teleported back to one of our base of operations, and we somehow ended up here.
"Are you a salesman or something? I'm not the one you should talk to. Perhaps you can talk to my supervisor. Is that what you want?"
No.
We have not. I mean, if you want to buy, I can sell, but no, at the moment we're not salesmen.
Right, then how may I help you? We don't have room for lodging, unfortunately. We're a company.
I understand that. We knocked on someone's door, and they screamed and acted like we were some monster trying to break in. What was all that about?
Oh, you have a lot to learn around here, don't you?
Yes. We do.
Look, why don't I just bring you up to the big man upstairs? He'll answer all your questions for you.
That'd be much appreciated.
Looking for some sort of cash or monetary reward?
Always.
Perfect. I should have started with that then. And she sort of taps this stone on the table, something you've seen rather often, this stone that sort of sinks in the middle, and when it does, it lights up sort of magically. "Quentin, I'm sending up a group. They're looking for some cash and a place to stay, and also we're wandering around here. So, and you hear, yes, send them right up." Door to my left. Up the stairs, you'll know where to go. Thank you for joining us at Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco. Have a nice day.
You too.
I apparently know where to go, so I'm gonna go to the place.
You turn the
The
corner
door on
and
the left.
open a small wooden door. And as you do, you begin to walk up these stairs, and immediately the smell of sort of fire, like a camp, not a campfire, but a log fireplace fades, and smoke from some sort of tobacco product fills your lungs as you take a step upwards. As you walk in, you see a large two things in the room. You see a large wooden desk and a man behind it, and a big mural on the wall that is labeled Quentin Happy Joy Sr. The man in the painting is a very large, muscular, and intimidating presence. The man below the painting is the exact opposite. The only similarity they share is the very impractical looking purple suit he has on from head to toe. This flabby, greasy looking man looks at you holding a big cigar. How may I help you?
Hi. We somehow accidentally teleported to this area, and we have no idea where we are. And frankly, we'd like to get out of here.
Right. Come on in a little closer. We'll have a discussion.
Well,
Walk in. Do you have any chairs like on the other side of his desk?
He has two chairs sort of set up in a meeting style, but
I take one of the chairs.
I take the other chair. If he's a strong boy, he can stand.
and he puts the cigar in his mouth and now can I offer you guys a drink? And he pulls up this like sort of crystalline glass with the stopper up top, very similar to how alcohol is stored regularly.
Sure.
And he sets up a couple of glasses and pours out a very thin amount of this this brownish substance and sort of like takes one, gestures you towards it. And then there's this moment where you reach on his desk, you notice his nameplate running across the top that says Quentin Happy Joy Jr.
Mr. Happy Joy. So, what's going on around here?
So you are all wandering the streets of Bora on the eve of Wintermas?
Yeah.
What did you
What's
fall
Wintermas?
out of the sky?
Yeah.
Well, we were
We
back
fell
where
out
we're
of the
from.
sky.
There's kind of a demon problem, and we were trying to resolve that. And we got in a sticky situation, so our buddy over here teleported us away. But instead of going to the rendezvous point, we ended up here, and we have no idea where we are.
Right, well, welcome to Bora. We're a small town. Nothing too particular about us. But you've come right before Santa comes.
Is
Who?
that a deity, demon?
Santa's a jolly old man, or else he used to be before about 10 years ago. You see, we used to celebrate Wintermas around here. It's a time of giving toys to the kids. And this old man named Santa, he would buy his means of production from myself, Quentin, Happy Joy, of Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco. He used to stimulate the economy, give a bunch of toys to a bunch of kids. Great old man, everybody loved him. But 10 years
Sounds
ago,
like a
all
good
that
time.
changed. Santa decided he was done with giving. He gave me the finger and damn near murdered half the town. And as he flew away on his sleigh of reindeer, he told all of us that if we ever celebrated Wintermas again, he'd find us and kill us. And every day, every Wintermas for the past 10 years, he's come and attempted to murder somebody here in the village.
Sounds
So
like a real asshole.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
Santa guy's up to no good. Frankly, we
do
don't
you
know
want
what.
us do you want us to put an end to this man?
I've sent scouts out, and we're not really sure where he resides. So if you guys could find him and put a stop to him, convince him to go back to his old charitable ways, and more importantly, buy toys from me, Quentin Happyjoy of the Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company.
Why don't we just wait for him to come tomorrow? And
Well,
then we
since this is the night before Wintermas, we don't want an incident like last year where he got sick of people, you know, sticking in their houses and boarding the windows up. So he decided to burn some of it down.
I'd be very mad.
We're trying to take some preventative measures. Look, I'll throw in some cash for you. You like toys, tobacco?
What kind of toys?
Well, we work with technology of all kinds. Some magic here, some regular old rocking horses here.
I
We're
hold
keen.
my watch. Can you fix this?
Let me see.
I take it off and show it to him.
He puts a cigar in his mouth and he unravels it and shakes it in front of him. This is some dimensional rift traveling device, I presume.
Yep, broke when we got here.
Yeah, I could fix this for the
Alright.
price of putting a stop to Santa this year. What do you say?
What do you say, guys? Ready to get some practice in destroying things that are causing people problems?
Always.
well, did you say you wanted this Santa character out of the picture? Or did you want him to turn
Changing
his ways back to being a good, jolly old guy?
At this point, I'd take either. He's bad for business. My father, and he points to the mural above him. My father made a deal with this man years ago, and now this Santa has tarnished his legacy. So I don't care what you do to him.
Is there any specifics we should know about this man? Any specific powers or
Well, he's
items, abilities?
kind of an enigma, but oftentimes he's been known to stuff the bodies of the dead into his sack that he has on his hip.
Must be one pretty big sack.
Well, it is. From what I can see, it's bigger on the inside than the outside, if you know what I mean.
I've seen someone with one of those before.
Other than that, not really sure. He's got a lot of magical, mystical guardians under his control.
And you mentioned he has deer with him.
Yeah, they used to be. Now there's some hulking monstrosities screaming in the night.
Oh, that's not good.
And we have a day to find him.
Yeah, presumably he'll strike on Christmas, as he usually comes. Not Christmas,
Christmas?
Wintermas, as is tradition around here.
And it's Wintermas Eve.
It is.
All right.
Granted, it's rather early in the afternoon. He says that as he looks out a window, staring at a dark sky. So you got time.
All right.
If you had to give us how much time we have until he comes here, how much time would you say?
12 hours, give or take. That is if he starts with us. I don't know how many other villages he's got under his belt.
As a manufacturer of toys, do you have any toys that can help us fight him?
Any
Frankly,
adult toys?
my means of production have been shut down recently, and I've been just thriving on my tobacco business, but it was my father's wishes to have this whole thing be a toy store in the first place. So, point is, no, we haven't been able to build toys very effectively over the last decade with just me working here.
Well, we'll go put a stop to this, man, and put you back in business. How's that sound?
I would appreciate that greatly. And for that, I'll fix this. He dangles the wrist device.
Thank you. Thank you greatly, sir.
Well, one last question. You said you sent out scouts. Any particular location or estimated locale we should go?
Well, I frankly have never ventured far from Boro myself. The winter wasteland that it is out there, I've never been able to navigate it. Hell, I don't even know how close Santa is to us.
Have any of your scouts returned?
No. But I'm sure you'll do fine. If you'll excuse me, I think we're all on a ticking clock here.
Yeah.
That we are.
This will be tricky.
Hey, Merry Winter, Miss Eve. And begins
You as
puffing away
well.
on a cigar once more.
Before I get up, I just want to finish my drink quick. Set it down on this table.
You take a drink ready for like the burn and tinge of alcohol, except all that you chug is warm apple cider.
Oh. Just kind of like look at the glass like, well, that was a fucking letdown, and put it back on the table.
Did he pour everyone a glass or just sweetie?
He poured 3 glasses and took one himself, so there's still one was sitting on his desk.
Okay. You want a drink?
Do you have any cigars? Something to keep us warm.
Well, I suppose if and he pulls out this like box and he goes, "We sell these for 5 gold apiece."
Okay, I'll take it.
Hey, pleasure doing business with you. And he sets down this big cigar box, it's wooden, and as you lift it up, it has 15 all scattered about it.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it. Put it in my thingy.
I'm gonna take out 20 gold. Ah, you mind? Can I have a few boxes of those?
Let me see how many got on hand. Lucky for you, I got 3.
Oh,
I take
What's
5
the-
gold back.
what's the big box for out in the town square?
The what?
The big steel box.
Oh, that's where we put all the letters to Santa.
You write letters to him?
They used to be asking him for toys you'd want this Christmas season, and now it's a bit more morbid than that.
Okay.
You mind if we take a letter or two and just observe what?
Be my
or
guest.
Try and understand.
I got work to do.
I take my 3 cigar boxes and shove them in my backpack. Just.
Hey, sweetie, before I go out, can you use your magic to dry this torch?
Can I dry this torch?
Yeah, with like your magic.
Prestidigitation. It's dry.
Awesome. Now I can light this torch and we have fire. Ain't that a peach?
Count 45. Do these cigars have a specific label?
It says Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company on the top.
Are they thick boys?
They're pretty thick.
Oh, I love me a thick cigar.
You know, these could probably sell for a lot back in our place.
Are they cut already?
Yeah.
You know, all right.
They're rolled up in each that has like a bit of like a plastic holding device that they like are put into so that to keep them stable in there. They look very prepared.
Well, we should get going. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna exit the room.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk past the woman downstairs, she says, "Thank you for visiting Happy Joy Toy and Tobacco Company. Have a nice winter, miss."
You as well.
And then exit the building, and I guess go check out that big steel box.
As you walk out, that bitter cold hits you again. It almost freezes your snot in your nose
I would
immediately.
like to use my tinderbox to light my torch.
You sort of create a hand covering to keep it dry, and you eventually create this torch that is a nice beacon of warmth and light in this dark and cold wasteland.
For an apology as pounding on that dude's door, I'm gonna go leave him the box of cigars, -1, of course.
You take out a singular cigar, pocket it, set it down on the doorstep. The other two, you see Roku do this charitable act. Rather strange, considering his often rough attitude.
Nice. I give him a thumbs
Roku,
up.
just because you think we're here and there's a jolly old guy that gives people stuff, doesn't mean you can leave people stuff.
Don't listen to him, Roku. Follow your heart's desires.
I made 2 little girls scream.
Yeah, you did.
Were they 2 little girls, or what was it?
Yes, they were two little girls. Yes.
I felt bad,
Pigs.
so I gave them some cigars to smoke.
No, children's cigars. These are the happy moments.
And out you walk past the first fence gate, and you see that large box filled to the brim with different letters.
So what? We each taking 1, or we each taking 2
Taking 2 what?
letters? How many are we reading?
I just want to take one. I want to take one, and I don't even want to open it. I just want to does it have like an address on it?
No, it does not. It seems that it is implied that Santa knows where they live.
I want to take one and open it. A different one from Sweeties.
All right. Rip it open, pull it out, and you see in very little kid writing, written in like crayon, "Dear Santa, I need a shovel for Christmas to help my mom shovel the snow. Also to help bury my dad when you beat him to death with a log last year. Please don't beat me with the shovel. Greg."
Oh no. This is terrible.
Oh no! Open my letter.
"Dear Santa, you said you were going to murder my family last year, and I am please asking you not to. This year my last relative died, so you should have no one else to kill, right? Please don't kill me. Sasha."
Oh no, Sasha.
So fucked up.
Roku, you have to read one now.
Oh god. Oh god, he's Roku's slightly chuckling to himself. He's gonna read one.
This one is not written in like crayon. It's very fine, and you see rips in the paper as if whoever was writing this was very angry. "Dear Santa, I have several contingencies to kill you if you enter my home. You remember me. I was the one who stabbed you in the throat last year. It didn't kill you, but you only took one of my eyes and one of my arms. I won't make the mistake again, you fat bitch. Rick.
I love this, Rick.
So, do we steal these letters or do we put them back?
I'm gonna take as many as I can just to read on the way.
Mhm.
We're just gonna read all those answers in the mail.
Well, it
Yes,
really
sir.
sounds like these people are scared of this.
I'll take 2 more.
He sort of just starts shoveling in these different letters of people's hopes and dreams of not.
I'll pocket the one letter I have just to kind of remember this place.
Oh, I'm
And then
definitely
just
keeping
kind of-
mine to remember this place by.
I don't know where we're really going.
Yeah, I'm at a loss here.
I looked to the sky. Is there any noticeable? I looked at the sky, like the horizon. Is there any noticeable structures in the distance?
Is there a Santa signal in the sky?
Roll a perception check. Anybody wants to look for it.
Is there?
Are there any-
signal in the sky?
Oh,
I would
baby,
like yeah.
a natural 1.
Oh, baby!
Well, I got 13.
Almost the opposite of Roku's. I got a 19 plus 7, so that's like a what? 26.
It took Jared
Roku
that
is
long to
walking,
calculate
he's
26.
just kind of
No.
walking forward and looking at the letters and cracking up to himself at everything. Sweetie, again, you're having trouble looking up. But Hogar, you sort of just walk forward and hope for the best as you eventually crest upon this hill. You believe you see in the great, great distance, although you would understand how it would be hard to see within the city limits, some sort of large column of a building, what looks to be this long, smoke exhaust pipe of a factory that is spiraled with red and white, almost looking like a candy cane.
I think I see it, guys.
That being said, it is rather far away.
Very far.
Can I try and look for some snow gear? I'm assuming on the outside of these people's houses, there's things for winter.
Roll an investigation check.
They're gonna steal from them.
I gave the other family a pack of cigars.
I'll
Go
give
for
every
cutting back,
family
guys,
a
give it back
cigar.
to
The
them.
kids will love it.
I did my deed investigation. I rolled a 19 and then, a 19 because I got a +0 on my intelligence.
You look around, and it seems as though people have been intentionally prepared for a survivalist outcome. But on the outside, you do notice this pair of snowshoes, as well as 2 full-sized winter coats that have been left around.
Ah, sick! And I'm gonna grab myself a pair of snowshoes and a winter coat, and maybe I'm gonna offer the extra one to someone else.
Hogar's already standing on the snow, so I want to grab it.
It's a coat, not shoes.
Roku's got the only.
I'm wearing a sweater. I'll give it to Hogar.
All right, I'll take this. Thank you.
I've never
Mima's
been in
sweater.
the snow.
Rather helpful. Yeah. All right. And with that, you are able to walk out of the city bounds. I assume you go towards the big factory-looking building off in the distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Follow me. I'll guide the way with my torch so bright.
All right. Would you roll me a survival check to attempt to navigate this treacherous wasteland?
1000%. Well, that's cocked. Well, that's 11. Plus 11 is 22.
All right. It's not a good time. You guys walk between trees that at the slightest vibration will drop down these pockets of snow they've kept on their branches, and they hit you in the head. And as the snow melts that you brush away, it becomes water to freeze against you, as the negative temperatures will not let up no matter how far you go. You continue walking for God knows how long, in a straight line to this factory setting. And eventually, due to Hogar's place in the lead, you guys notice that a small hill starts to form on the left, and at the base of this hill that almost forms into a mountain, there's an icy cave that opens up. It's the only landmark you've seen for miles.
Hmm. Should we check out that cave?
Do we think it has anything to do with this Santa guy?
How far away is the factory tower thing?
You think you've made it about a third of the way there in your first initial several-hour walk. You have a very hard time keeping track of time here, but you think you can get there in another couple hours.
Well, so maybe a third of the way there. But this frozen cave might have something in it. I don't know. It might be a Yeti's cave, for all I know.
I want to check it out.
I don't know what a Yeti is, but let's go.
Let's see. Let's check this cave out.
Hogar describes the general premise of a Yeti as you walk closer and closer to the cave.
Big,
with a slight detail.
white, hairy, person-like thing that might have horns. Meanwhile, it's very unclear whether it had horns or not. But big, lived in mountains, cold regions. Sometimes it ate people. It depends on what lesson she was trying to teach me and Grunk.
As you walk up to the mouth of the cave, you see that on either side of the cave, there are a total of 3 of these snow creations. So it's almost if they rolled the snow into large ball shapes and then stacked them on top of each other and put things to resemble eyes and a mouth and a nose and a top hat and even clothing upon these 3 various snow people.
I want to approach one and get stupidly close to it.
You lean in and stare deep into its coal-like eyes. And it stands there, stationary, with a frozen smile of stones resembling coal carved into its face.
Nose?
It does.
I'm going to take its carrot nose.
You pull it out in a swift motion, leaving a concaved hole in its face.
And I'm going to take a bite out of it and head into the cave.
It's hard to get through. It has a coat of ice on the outside, freezing it, but you snap it off in your mouth and take a couple steps into the cave, where you notice a small pool of freezing water in the back. But more peculiarly, 3 humanoid bodies dangling upside down, their feet frozen to the top of the cave.
Oh no.
Okay, this was one of the stories about the Yeti.
And as this happens, you guys hear as you look forward to the entrance of the cave you just walked through. The 3 snowmen slink to life, moving towards you, their stick arms breaking, and the main one looking up at you, now with a hole concaved into his nose. You got a lot of nerve coming around here, touching my carrots.
I didn't see you let that nose.
He's got a hole in his face. He's having a tough time adjusting.
What do you have these people for? Are these people dead? Do they look dead?
Roll medicine check, just kind of offhand.
Yeah. All right. 25.
These people look frozen solid. You don't know if they're dead or just stuck in a state of suspended animation due to their frozen state. But as you ask, you fear the worst from these.
Do they all look like regular people? Like circular of them?
Yes, I mean they're various assorted types of people, but yeah, nothing peculiar about them.
Well, why do you have these people?
They were coming onto our turf, similarly to how you are all doing right about now. Am I right, boys? Yeah, you're right. You're right, boss. I think we should teach these guys a lesson. I was
Take
just
another
thinking
bite
that
out of his
same thing.
nose.
You're a
Well-
rat bastard, you know that?
Well, you know, there's just one thing. Punches rock on the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you making snow?
I don't know. Bitches call me Frosty, 'cause that's what I am's. Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman. Slayer's prey on the same guy.
Yeah, you got a problem with it?
No.
You come
Just
into my
wondering.
cave. He comes into my cave. They take a bite out my nose.
Sweetie, do I shoot him yet?
Well, what are your other two guys? What? Snowball and what? Well, I don't even know what I call the other one.
It's the Iceman. Look, it's the Iceman, boys.
None of your business. That's what it is. So look, there's two ways that this can go. You empty your pockets, or we're gonna have to get physical with you.
All right.
Let's
I'll
know-
empty my pockets, take 2 arrows out of the quiver, pull them back, and shoot them at the main guy.
As you do so, you notice that he too pulls back a stick carved into a bow and these icy arrows as well. Frosty cocks back his hands. He goes, "Two can play this game, and I need you all to roll initiative."
I'm gonna make to throw my carrot. That's my first. I'm gonna make it an attack action too.
Oh God,
Awesome.
we're fighting Frosty.
We're fighting
I
Frosty the
actually
Snowman.
fucking laughed. That made me giggle.
You just call me Frosty. I was just like, oh no.
Bitches call me Frosty.
Keep talking and Hoga sets up. Yeah, I got all my setup on him. Time to kill. Initiative's okay.
Oh, I didn't even roll mine yet.
Oh wait,
Give
I
me a
need to set my
sec.
battle music.
Give
Oh,
me
baby.
a sec.
It's my fucking second
Okay,
15
roll
of the
the-
night. We're on fire. I got 17 because I got that +2 dex. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Dun, 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 dun. I think I shared the right page with you. There you go.
Daddy Christmas.
This,
no.
of course, is Frosty without his nose. His face has been readjusted at the moment.
What's Oz doing here?
Huh? Who's that?
Fucking mass why? Wait, what?
Oh, this is some great Christmas battle music.
Oh, Frosty.
Bitches call me Frosty.
That made me giggle.
Call me Frosty.
Epic Carol of the Bells music. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Can I get some initiative?
That's a good idea, Ave. I got 17.
I got a 22.
I got 18.
Bitch.
Am I last? Why does that happen?
Because I have +5, he has +4. No,
I have +4, yeah.
He has +4, yeah. Because he has, like.
All right.
Sweetie?
First up, we have Sweetie.
First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to. These guys aren't people, are they?
They are not what you would call humanoid.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Fear.
All right.
On these boys. Or is it boys or boy? Fuck. Load, please.
Is the
It's a
ground snow
cone.
in the
Well,
cave?
really, whether or not they have gender is really up to you. There's no.
It's a 30-foot cone, is what it is.
Yeah,
Right.
30-foot cone. I can hit all those in a 30-foot cone, right?
For sure, yeah.
And wisdom saving throw.
All right. Tell me how you try to scare these snowmen.
I'm gonna take Hogarth's torch, and it's all just kind of going like
Great.
grow around, like just around them. Like that cone is going to just kind of emanate fire. I mean, I assume fire scares these boys.
Yeah, I let him take my torch. This works out perfectly for my next turn.
Yeah, so I reach over, grab his torch, and then just.
It's almost like you're holding a can of aerosol behind a lighter. Is it just? You don't really, but it looks like it in their minds.
Mhm.
Frosty, however, stays stone-faced and noseless as he stares at you. You think that scares me, boy? Huh? I've seen fires before. And the other two go, I don't know about this, boss. It's looking pretty dicey.
Wait,
The
what did
other
they roll for saves?
the other two snowmen rolled a 9 and a 10 respectively, but
That's
Okay.
not
Frosty
respectful.
rolled a 19.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
presume
the save is
that.
17. So yeah.
And with that, sweetie, do you have anything else you would like to do? They're just scared of you?
Yeah, those guys are now frightened, and if they're holding anything, that was dropped.
I mean, they're not. They just got stick arms.
Yeah. But yeah,
Drop 'em.
that's what I'm doing this turn.
Okay. Now we move on to the next person, which is Frosty himself. He's gonna trudge up to you, and immediately, actually, shit, no. He's gonna fall back even farther past these guys, and he's gonna. Hogar, seeing you pull out your bow, he too is gonna pull out his bow. This thing is carved intricately of woven wood, and it's very wintry, and it has snowflakes and blue light emanating off of it, and he's going to take some shots at you.
I hope the bow doesn't disappear when he dies. Let's steal it.
That is
Give
going
my evil bow.
to be a 19 and a 25.
Those both hit.
All right, they will deal. Do you have any aversions to cold damage
Not currently.
currently?
Who knows what might happen in the future?
2, 4 plus is 9 plus 4. 13 points of cold and piercing damage.
From both shots?
Sorry, for the first attack.
Alright.
17 plus 4, 21 for the second attack.
Alright. And I succeeded both concentration checks to maintain Hunter's Mark.
Nope.
The conch now.
All right, Hogar, you're up.
I draw 2 wooden arrows, and as I go to shoot them, I hold them out to Sweetie's fire to set the tips ablaze.
All right.
And then I'll shoot them both at Frosty. The first one's going to be a sharpshooter, the second one's going to be a normal.
Okay.
Sharpshoot the shot. Wow. Alright, sharpshoot the shot. Got a nice, saucy, dirty 20.
Yep.
The other one got a nice, saucy
Fire.
21.
Yep.
Alright, sharpshoot the shot. And do they deal any extra fire damage?
You notice as you try to very swiftly ignite these that they're not extra preparation would have to be put into trying to make make arrows ignitable in any sort of meaningful way.
Alright. Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, damage, damage. 10, 14, 20, 24 plus 16 is 40 plus 6 is 46 piercing damage of the magical variety.
All right. As soon as you do so, they tear holes into Frosty, and they hit him right in the buttons on his chest. Ah, he was gonna pay for that. As he sort of snaps his twig fingers, and his two snowmen cronies attempt to run at you, but unfortunately they can't get any closer, as Sweetie is standing right there, spraying fire at them. And they are frightened and stuck within their tracks. But they will both attempt.
And then I have
oh, sorry, I totally forgot to.
Bonus action. I'm going to remind myself. I have healing. I can do that to myself. That's right. And I cast Healing Word. Healing 3 plus 3, 6 hit points. Wow, that's a lot.
All right.
That'll be worth it in the long run for sure.
Just as you say that, these two snowmen at his sides both pry open their snowy heads, opening up, and you see the swirling blue magical mist on the inside of them. As they one after the other spray this ice all over you, and I need you to make 2 consecutive DC 16 Dex saving throws. So just roll 2 of them. Tell me if you made 16 up.
These are from the.
I made 1, failed 1.
Okay.
DC 16. Yeah, I got both.
Okay.
And connecting with Roku's, what you have plus 3 from your aura. Yeah, I made both.
And Sweetie?
Sorry. Sorry, what was that? I got a dirty 20, but I don't know what to add to it.
Roll 2 dexterity saving throws. 16
20.
is the, so you got 1.
Made both easily.
Okay, yeah. So the first one was 26, and the second one was 12.
You get a +4 because of my aura. If you didn't put
sorry,
that in
13.
there. A +4.
My lowest
13.
was an 18.
I already added it.
Okay,
I added
okay.
+3.
Gotcha.
Okay. Roku, you take, since you succeeded once, failed once, you will take 18 points of ice and
Motherfucker.
piercing damage, as well as Sweetie, because you failed 1 and succeeded 1. And Hogar, you will take 9 points of piercing and icy damage, since you succeeded both.
Oh boy.
And as soon as this happens, the one on the left turns around and goes, "Hey, that's all I got, boss. I can't get in there with them." As it is now Roku's turn.
All right.
Wait. How? What's my con save for that?
How much damage did you take? 18?
18.
Yeah.
It is going to be 10, because it is half of the damage taken, or 10, whatever is more.
I mean, mine.
Wait, is it Constitution saving throw?
Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw, yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, so I succeeded.
All right.
Just fucking barely. I rolled a 7 and I got. Oh, okay, never mind. It's +5.
Plus,
but,
you have Roku too, so I mean, honestly,
yeah, no,
you're getting buffed up a little bit.
fine.
But Roku, it is now your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna return to sender his carrot, but I'm gonna do it with my fist. I'm gonna go put his carrot back where I found it, but with my hand. So I'm gonna charge him.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try and stuff it back in his face with 2 big punches.
All right, roll for him.
That is am I proficient with punches?
No, I don't believe so.
Well, it's
So just your strength.
17 at 23.
Those both hit just enough. The 17 just to hit. As you punch it, it sort of like hurts, and it like is really cold on your hand, but you break through the icy exterior into the mushy snow in the middle.
All right, so we're gonna do 2d4 damage, and then 4d8 from cold damage. Is cold damage halved or not at all?
No cold day.
No cold
Unfortunately,
damage.
Vecna's hand
Yeah,
does not
totally
do
makes
well.
sense. Yeah, we're looking at 15 damage from my massive punches.
All right. You run up and you just punch him in the gut, and you pull out some snow. And as he goes and like holds his wound, you take the carrot, sharp end first, and you plug it into his face, and you see the round stem that is originally inserted into his nose now sticking outward as he, gosh damn it, what did you do?
As a bonus action, can I take my sword out and then get my +3?
Yeah, you can pull out a sword. It's like an interaction is what it's called. So yeah,
Okay.
you're all good.
All right, so do I still have a bonus action?
Yeah, you do.
Now I'm gonna give myself a shield of faith for an additional 2.
And you pull out this, you're just now sheaming in holy light as you help yourself. Now it is back to the top with Sweetie.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a thing that involves spells. Okay, never mind. I can answer my own question. I know. I'm going to do the thing. I want to attempt to polymorph. Frosty.
Okay.
But I'm
Doing
shooting at
this
him.
doing this will break your concentration on the fear.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
That
is a wisdom save on Frosty's part.
Yes.
That is going to be a 16 for Frosty.
He fails. So, wait, I have to look up the CR of the creature.
I mean, you can turn him into. Are you trying to like buff him? Because then you got to worry about the CR. But if you're turning him to a smaller animal, then it shouldn't matter.
Does he have a challenge rating of 5?
He has more than a 5.
Okay. I would like him. Okay. This could be very good and or very bad, but it's worth the risk. I want to try and polymorph him into a fire elemental.
You can't do that.
It's only beasts.
Is it only beast?
Only beasts.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was thinking Moon Druid, and I was like, you can become elementals there, so okay.
Good basis for an idea for sure. Interesting idea.
Yeah, it was there. But I'll polymorph him, I guess, just down into like a frog.
So I don't want to get a frog picture, but
yeah, I'm good with that.
As he's a completely white frog, now just sitting in the snow, looking around. And with that, they are no longer scary to you. Sweetie, do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I want to approach them, and I want to just get as close to Frosty as I can.
20, 25, or 25?
Down.
Okay. All right, is that your turn?
Roku, you take care of the small guys. Pat. Bardic Inspiration.
And with that, it is now Frosty's turn as he decides to just sort of like ribbit. Hop around in a circle. And that was his turn, as he's now a frog and very confused to do with his life. It is now Holgar's turn.
Well, I'm not going to drop either my things. I'm going to pick a new snow in his shoes. And I'm going to choose the one above Roku. And just shoot him twice.
Sure, go for it.
Alright. I was a 16 and a 19.
The 16 unfortunately does not hit, as his snow has been frozen on the exterior, but 19.
That's what I get for rolling a 4.
Bastards.
Decent damage at least. For 8, 10, 16 piercing damage of the magical variety.
All right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
And with that, it is of course now the snowman's turn, as one of them turns towards Roku and one of them turns towards Sweetie. First up, Roku, they're going to take some swings at you. The first of which being a natural one as he swings at you. The pure magical aura you're emanating as he slaps you, his entire twig arm bends in the opposite direction as he, oh no, and he takes his other hand and he decides to punch you with a, I don't even know if that's going to hit either, an 18?
That misses.
As he just completely biffs you, he's like, what the hells are you?
I'm just like, holy light.
Ooh, emanating this beautiful sheen. And with that, the Sweetie, you're gonna get 2 attacks on you as well. 23 and a 24. Does that hit?
Yeah, they hit.
I don't know why this one
sorry.
decided to step his game up, but
I didn't mean to laugh at your pain.
the first one doing. Do you have any aversion to cold damage?
No.
6 points of piercing damage and 7 points of cold damage. So 6 and 7 makes 13 total.
Oh no, 13 damage. I'm
Oh geez, 13.
13. Okay, I'm at 35. Okay. So my saves are still 10.
Roku? Oh shit.
Save.
Okay. Roku, you're up.
Save. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Because I get +8 to rolls. Or +9, because he has +4.
Yeah. Smackaroonies with my sword on the dude, on me.
Okay.
Give him a couple. Put him a chance. A 19 and a 22.
Oh, those both certainly hit.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
It's going to be 46 plus 10 damage. I rolled 3 6s. 18, then a 1, even with my reroll. So, 29 damage.
Roku, how do you want to do this? As this poor, broken, disheveled snowman stands before you with a broken twig arm, staring up at your holy emanating light.
I'm gonna, take his carrot. I'll take a bite out of it. It's gonna be I'm gonna use that as like a cigar. Then my holy light. I'm not even gonna touch him. It's gonna melt him.
You just like spread your arms
As he's
out.
dying, he's gonna watch me by eating his nose.
You hover slightly in the air as lightning cackles around you with pure energy, and your light just starts to melt him as he and all he sees is and suddenly he's been melted as he remains now a frozen puddle on the ground.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Roku?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Sweetie.
I don't care about this little snowman. I'm approach Frogsty.
Frogsty. You will take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay. He rolled a 17. No. A 13. Wow, I was way off. 13
Yeah,
to
no,
hit.
it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit.
He's no
Uh,
longer preoccupied with you as he just saw his friend get melted by pure aura.
So, how much movement was that? 10, 15, 20. I want to pick up the frog.
Mhm.
No, I didn't mean to hit it. I meant to just like pick it up.
Uh-huh.
And I want to go back in the cave. It's
First,
a cave.
roll a grapple check on the frog. Athletics, please.
That's wrong paper. 18 plus 5, 23.
Well, he's going to attempt to hop out of your hands. Let's see how this goes. That is, while impressive, a 23. Does that beat you?
It meets it.
Meets it, beats it.
No, with that, it is since it's a skill contest, we got to roll again.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. 5.
Okay. Yeah, that time was a lot better. Not a lot, actually. 17. That wasn't better at all.
He jumps and you go to grab him and you have him for a second. You go, ha! And then he slides out of your hands and shoots into the air again. And you catch him for a second time.
And on my way back into the cave, just to demoralize him, I'm just going to strip him of his scarf and hat, because I can, and I want to attempt to start making my way back into the cave so I can shove him in a tiny little ice hole.
20 and then 25. You go back up.
Yeah.
That is your full range. Become blissfully unaware as he is currently a frog. It is now his turn where he can't do fucking anything. Hogar.
Look at the snowman below Roku. Take 2 shots at him. Lowest is a 19.
Oh yeah, those hit.
And one of those is a sharp shot. The sharply shooting shot.
Shoot the sharp shot.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Maybe, I don't know. 5, 10, 20, plus 6, 26, plus 16, plus 32, 42 piercing damage of the magical variety.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Just shoot it. I'm not going to spend a charge on the grapple arrow. I'm going to shoot one with him and then shoot an arrow that grabs his hat and brings it to me. And I put the hat on.
As he's like standing there, snow is like pouring out of his wound like it's blood, and I'm so sorry. And his parts disassembles. He falls all over the floor. Now only left with a singular frog. What would you guys like to do? As he's basically, you guys have free range because he's a frog now for the next hour, I believe.
Yeah. Oh no, the scream back.
Yeah, sorry, I went out because he's kind of in a precarious position.
Back.
Throw him at the
other
wall, see if he
music.
sticks.
So, I'm going to just enter back into the cave, and it's a cave. I imagine there's tiny little holes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to just like shove him in one, go to the ground, gather up some snow, and just block him in.
But I want to kill him and get his bow.
If you want to kill him, he's in the hole.
Come on, it won't be that hard.
Hogar,
I go up to his knee, pat.
be my guest.
Alright. I go into the hole, get the frog out of the hole. Alright, now let me see the torch.
Oh,
hand it back the torch.
Here, dry this one off too. Because it's supposed to come with like 10 torches. Set on fire. Here you go. Hold this.
Am I holding another torch?
I hold one of the torches. I take the frog and just set him on the fire.
As this happens,
Yeet both away from me.
as this burns, he once again explodes into the large snowman he is. As he it's hot, it's so hot. Both of you roll a d4 fire damage.
Let's go. 3 fire damage.
Or fire damage.
Let's go.
Despite this, he stands back up in front of you. All right, you got me. I give up. Please don't kill me. I have a lot to live for. I got kids.
What?
Come on.
How do you have kids?
Look, I'm not here to talk to you about snowman reproduction. Please just leave me alone. I won't ever hurt another living soul ever again.
Can I have your bow?
It's a family heirloom. Come on.
And what does a snowman need a bow for?
It's winter, miss. The season of giving. Why don't you give me my life back, please?
Wanna
Hand
kill
him the bow and
Santa?
we'll leave.
What? There was a lot of contradicting words. I didn't hear any of you. What did you guys
know
say?
about Santa?
Look, that's irrelevant to the conversation right now. First, you gotta let me go. I'll leave. You take the cave and everything. I just want to be safe, because I've seen what you all can do, and I don't want no part of it.
You can go if you give us that bow and a location of Santa.
I don't know nothing about no Santa.
What's
But
with
please.
the weird smokestack thing? The big cylinder thing?
I don't know. Why are you asking me for?
Because you live here?
I don't live here. This is where I get away from the wife. Me and my buddies get together. Oh, we used to. Look, this
Sorry about
bow
that.
is very important to me.
Alright.
You know, we can still kill you.
You can keep your bow.
I'm fully aware of that fact. I'm asking for mercy. It's the winter miss season.
You can keep
Mercy
your bow.
sounds like weakness.
I'm just a humble snowman making his way through the universe, all right?
Is he lying?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, he's 100% lying.
Oh, that's a nice 17 plus 7, 24.
As he
Bastard.
as he lists off facts about his family or getting together with his friends or giving up peacefully, he kind of rolls his coal eyes upwards to the left every once in a while, and it gives you the impression that he's sort of making it up as he goes.
Well, what do you two think? Should we kill him or let him or leave him alone?
What are your plans with these guys?
And I point up to the 3 hanging bodies that may or may not be dead.
We looted them months ago. They frozen.
Are they alive?
No, they're not alive. Look at them. Look at them.
I've seen frozen people before. Hell, I
Yeah.
just had an entire adventure with a dead guy that we were trying to get his soul back. He's actually right here.
Great. Look, we ain't got all day. Can I
frozen?
get moving? I got work to do.
What kind of work?
Work. All right. Let's just move on with this conversation. We've been talking here too long, yakking about nothing. All right. I hate these useless small talk conversation type deals. I want to get moving.
Hogar, you got this.
It's hard for a snowman here in Bora.
I got what?
Do the thing.
Oh, the killing him thing?
Yes, the
I disagree. That needs to be done. I wholly disagree.
Well, I don't. I shoot 2 arrows at him.
All right, roll for it.
Both are going to be sharp shots. On lucky dice. Lucky dice. That's 17 and 18 without the +7. That's a 24 and a 25.
Those hit.
All right. 3, 10, 17, 23 plus 32 is 55 piercing damage.
You shoot through him and they get stuck halfway through and they pierce him to the wall of his cave as he, what did I ever do to you? And goes limp, his body returning to snow as it once was before, unanimated in any way.
I grab his bow.
Yeah, you strip off this bow off of him. It looks very wintry. It's cold to the touch.
Nice. Roku, can you hold this bow for now?
Yeah.
All right, because I can't hold 2 bows on with everything else I have on my back. I don't have any space
I have a bow now.
for now. All right, to the smokestack in the distance.
All right. And with that, I have to go pee a little bit, so I will be right back.
Yeah,
No, don't believe him. Tom talks about how he hates bows and arrows all the time.
Maybe this will be a new leaf.
All right.
Do you hear me?
We cut back to all of you guys trudging through the snow. Hours later into your journey, post-frosty killing, as you walk to the outskirts of what looks to be this big factory. A large metal building with these long smokestacks, colored joyfully with red and white stripes. But as you approach the former glory of this factory, you see that this chain link around the outside of the premises has collapsed and fallen due to deterioration. You see long bunks that are formerly filled with people, presumably, but now they are just run down and abandoned. And as you get closer, you notice that there are these large feral animals patrolling the premises. Specifically one, dead center, protecting the front door, as a large red spotlight shoots out from his face as he patrols the premises.
What are those things?
Do they look like reindeer?
Roll a nature check.
Not 20.
Merry Christmas.
They look like they used to be reindeer, but something has changed in them. The most accurate name you could refer to them now as pain deer, as you see what they are capable of, as they're quite ravenous and ferocious.
No way in hell am I calling these things pain deer.
I am. It's pain deer from now on. We're all edgy. I'm
Well,
gonna put my eyeliner
I'd
on.
call them a pain deer.
Well, what's the play?
We could try sneaking around them
Charging right at them.
or that, but we're trying to convert Santa over to stop killing people.
Sweetie, deciding vote.
Killing his pets might not be the best choice of action.
I think if we get inside and make Santa turn into a good guy, maybe he'll call off his deer.
Kill the
Like,
deer.
who are you voting for?
Kill Santa. Get out of here.
I think we should kill this guy because that body bag sounds cool.
Yes. The bag full of bodies sounds really cool.
Well, we can empty out bodies and we can just take the bag.
What about the smell?
Or we could try to change his
They'll
ways,
wash out eventually.
make him a better person.
No.
Well, this guy sounds like he's already killed a lot of families and broken a
Sure.
few limbs. He doesn't sound
Tell us
like,
you are.
I don't know if he's really in the redemption category. I think we should sneak in, kill him, somehow sneak out.
I can help us to sneak in with a spell, but sneaking out is I don't know how enough slots. I don't have enough power to do it again. Maybe I will. Actually, yeah, I might, depending on how the fight goes.
Do we know if anyone else is in there?
We don't. This could be a sweatshop with all
A
those,
bunch of Chinese kids.
or it could just be the big man himself. We don't know. But the bottom line is, he has to be stopped.
That'll
If we get
So we
him,
sneak in, Kill him.
cry.
we sneak out.
I gotta tell him. I'm a huge fan. These letters. Fantastic.
all right. Pass without a trace. Everyone gets
Wait.
plus 10 to your stealth.
Roku, what does that letter say? The one you just opened, right there.
Oh, this is my favorite one about Rick. I want him to see this one specifically.
I opened another letter. What does it say?
This one is it is written in a different language. Would you roll me a history or arcana check to determine the origins of this language?
14.
You can't figure out what the hell this says, but you notice arcane symbols written in a very harsh way. Every different sigil is carved into the paper with this red crayon, and it has this weird circular pattern around it. And at the very bottom, it says, "Love, Molly." You're not really sure what that means.
Helmet. I want
I
to try
hate
and
this
read it.
reading.
Is it abyssal? I know
You guys
abyssal.
all look at it with your combined languages, and it looks to be some sort of magical runes. It doesn't have a set language. It's not a. It's some sort of weird symbols that project some sort of spell.
Should we try this?
On him, yeah.
Any of you spellcasty boys want to give it a shot?
Well, first we have to understand what it says.
Goku, I'm as spellcasty as you are.
Well, then dark brother spellcasty boy.
Wait, well, or we could get Santa to try and read it. Since this was meant to be used on him, can't be anything good.
Perfect. Let's go. Let's go.
Unless, you kill like an abusive father. Then it might be good, I don't know.
You guys make your way up through the middle of these houses as you approach the front. The houses of which give you pretty good cover, but just as you move up past these rows of dorms, you start to hear snarling of these different beasts. I need you all to make stealth checks.
I still at disadvantage from the place.
Yes, but you also have plus 10.
How long does that
Ooh.
last?
Awesome. 10 an hour.
Not that. How long
No,
does my thingy last?
Plus
Well,
7.
considering you guys haven't
plus 10.
rested,
I got a 23. Thanks
Plus
a lot.
17. So I got 23 as well.
goddamn.
27 plus 9, 36.
As suddenly you hear these growls and this red light of this pain deer that is sitting in front of the doors curves towards you. You guys all jump to the sides of this building, hiding behind it as the red light sort of traverses over you and moves away. But as there are these last probably 20 feet to the front of the factory, the front door of which is guarded by this reindeer that have no sort of cover behind it.
1 second. I take out the hickey arrow and the little vial of refilling electricity. Shake it up.
Is there a rock? Is there a rock nearby?
There's a lot of snow, presumably under the snow, perhaps, but you don't
Can I
know.
move the snow and maybe pick up a rock?
You scoot the snow out of the way and notice only frozen dirt underneath it.
Can I make a big snowball?
Roku, do you want a ball bearing?
So I need something to make a little bit of noise. And then, like any stealth mechanic game at all, I'm going to try and chuck it to get his attention to move somewhere else.
Roll me an athletics check to see how far you can throw this thing.
That's a natural 20 and then a fucking 7. But I got plus 9. So 16.
You huck it over the side of the house, and you guys hear the snow landing in the snow away from you all. As all of a sudden you hear, and you hear from the man with the glowing red nose. Not man, but it suddenly has a voice. Is it? Dancer, Prancer, go investigate. And suddenly these two horrific mutated animals start to trudge over there as they growl at it. So you hear no more growls as the patrolling deer leave, but there is still the one directly in front of the door.
Okay, maybe the arrow is needed.
All right. Let's just hope this doesn't react into a full-blown fight. As I pull the arrow back, take aim at Randolph and fire.
Paindolph.
Randolph. All right. Does
Mandolph.
does a dirty 30 hit?
It does.
Lightning energy.
Yeah, roll for some damage on that as well.
Oh yeah, damage.
Take out his nose.
1 sec. Oh, I know I have that stuff on my arrow sheets. That's right.
It's another damage die of lightning.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. And then DC 16 save.
Yeah. But just what's the damage on it?
Ooh. 20.
All right. It shoots into him, and the claws sink in, and you guys see almost like a syringe, the vial of liquid seeps out and into his skin. And he looks at his own arm, and it shocks him. And he rolled a 5 to save against it. So and he lies down in the snow. His body sort of smoking, but does not seem he will be down. You do not know if he will be down for long.
Go. Sneaking in the front door, running, sneaking in the front door, sneaking
Through the front.
I'm gonna leave him a letter to read when he wakes up.
All right. Set down a letter as he convulses. You guys open the door, and he starts to stand up again as you slam it shut. And you guys hear, "We have intruders! Everyone to the factory floor now!"
That can't be good.
Merry Christmas.
You guys.
Is there like a but is there like a wooden bar or like a 2x4 or something like that we can
There
lock
is
into the door?
precisely a large wooden square that falls down in front of these large steel doors.
Perfect.
As you just like you guys see around you a completely desolate and abandoned factory. It is coated in these deteriorated boxes and gifts and abandoned conveyor belts. And yeah, it is very drab and old, almost as if it has not been used in over a decade.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? It echoes.
I'm gonna puff up my cigar.
We breathe it out. Would you guys like to look around a little bit?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
All right. You immediately go to the left and investigate the corner. And on it is a pile, or shall I say 7 piles of cookies with different stickers. You know those sort of cookies that you make where you like put the stickers on them, but they're still edible? Little sugar cookies. Of different Christmas designs all spread out amongst this table.
Do they look magical?
Roll an Arcana check.
Poisonous. Magical or poisonous?
Or
I like how
delicious.
you realized. Also poison. We should check for that.
I'm not worried about poison, but these other boys might be.
No, I'm okay
No,
with boys.
it's honestly
I mean,
only Ogar.
8.
Me and
Smells kinda
Steve
funky.
both resist it.
Smells kind of funky.
Smells kind of funky.
Gonna pick one up and examine it.
All right, there are 7 different piles of these things with different designs. We have Christmas trees, stars, moons, gift present boxes.
You couldn't have made it an even number so I could roll a dice for it.
Mistletoe, snowmen, or Santa hats.
All right, so I rolled a d8.
This is just a
and I
fucking
got
deck of many
4.
things.
I'm gonna go for the 4th one.
That would be the present boxes.
Yes.
All right. You pick up this cookie and you bend it a little bit, and it's weird. It's not stale. In fact, it peels just like it's fresh.
Oh, that's that good cookie.
Chocolate chip. You chug the whole thing. And all of a sudden you guys see as Roku grabs his head and falls over, collapsing into a pile of boxes on the way down. Roku, your intelligence score decreases by 4.
Jeez.
You are the
Nothing.
most
Nothing.
debilitated individual at the moment.
Hey! I'm still sucking on my cigar. They're doing it the wrong fucking way.
Ash on your tongue. What is your intelligence score at the moment?
It's at -2. So wait, negative.
Your intelligence is at negative?
No, he's at 6. He should be at
I
6.
would be at 6, right? So
Oh,
like
you
my
meant your modifier.
Yeah.
Because if
Ruby's
any of your
-2.
scores hit 0, you die. So I was rather concerned. If your
I'm at
intelligence
6.
hit 0, you are worse than brain dead. Your whole head shuts off.
Was it
He's
worth
like,
it?
yeah, I've been running
Yes.
2 intelligence this entire
Yeah,
time.
you guys see as Roku is sort of like blinking and looking around.
Roku. Do not eat the cookies.
Oh, cookie.
No. Slap it out of his hand.
I want to look at the pile that's like the most empty. Is like which cookie looks the most empty? Like the pile.
As you look onto the pile, you look at the all of them have 5 cookies. And as
Okay.
you look, the pile with the gift boxes is now down to 4, and suddenly a 5th cookie lands on top.
I want to try
Roku
another
grabs-
cookie.
I
No.
want to grab a Christmas tree. I want to taste a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree?
Yeah.
I like how blindly you guys do it. This is fantastic.
it's,
It's Christmas.
it's Christmas cookies.
Sweetie, not that I'm judging you. What's the thought process behind the Christmas tree? Do you care?
It's a tree. Trees are usually pretty nice. They give fruit, and this one's pretty because it has decorations all over it. So it looks shiny and
You bite into it, and it's perfectly sweet. So much that you devour the whole piece, and you look around, feeling rather okay. And then suddenly, you collapse similarly to Roku. You lose 2 points of intelligence
2 points of intelligence.
and are knocked to the floor.
Do I risk it?
Don't eat the cookies.
Star shine bright. I want the star cookie.
Come on, slap it out of his hand.
Want the star cookie?
I want the star cookie.
Stop shooting like. Okay,
star?
let's watch with Stephen Keel McCoy. Well, I'm ball bearing.
You pick up the star cookie. Smell it. It smells a bit more like gingerbread. It's less than sugar cookie. You immediately, I wouldn't make decisions for you regularly, but you due to your intelligence, you immediately turn towards the other two and go, mmm.
That is exactly what I do.
Roku, look at the shiny ball bearing.
Did that one taste good?
That one tastes really good. And it pops up infinity cookies.
Is it on a plate?
They're on like this table cloth, so they're not just touching, but they're just piled up there.
I'm gonna wake up and see
Take the
Roku
cloth.
just grabbed a star. So I'm gonna kind of like slowly collapse up and look at the moon, and I'm gonna grab a moon cookie.
You crawl up and grab the moon. And the weirdest thing happens. Even weirder than you collapsing to the floor and losing intelligence.
Oh no.
You don't taste anything. It's like
Bad cookie.
eating nothingness. And as you turn around to look at your friends inquisitively, you are now have an aura of colors floating around you. This red and white swirl all around you. As you look, and you don't see anything wrong with you, but these other two are looking at you rather inquisitively.
I
Guys,
took an acid cookie.
guys,
My cookie's acid.
we gotta go stop Santa and stop eating.
What's
these.
one that we haven't tried?
Where are the last 3 cookies?
Yeah.
The last three on the end are mistletoe, snowmen, Santa hat.
Can I take a mistletoe and then split a snowman with Sweetie?
All eat
Oh,
a Santa
the Santa hat. No, I'm gonna take the other half of the.
I'm not eating any cookies. I guess I'm just watching these guys be idiots.
Okay. Tell me again who's eating what cookie.
I forgot what I said, to be honest with you.
You're taking mistletoe. I'm taking Santa hat, and we're splitting snowman.
Snowman. Yep.
First, you split the snowman. And you notice that it is also similar in viscosity and feel and taste to the plain star cookie. And you enjoy yourself a nice sugar cookie with no positive or negative effects.
Yeah.
I like
Who's-
that one.
Who's eating the Santa hat?
Me.
That'd be sweetie.
Sweetie, as you
Die.
eat the Santa hat, you feel really warm on the inside. And you, even though you haven't celebrated, the Wintermas spirit resonates within you. As you yourself gain a D8 inspiration.
Hey.
Hey.
Who
D8
eats
inspiration.
the other cookie?
I had a mistletoe.
You had a mistletoe?
Yeah. Do I kiss myself?
Nom, nom, nom.
You fucking die.
Collapse to the ground. You lose 3 more intelligence points.
Oh,
Oh, no.
What's your
I'm at
intelligence?
3.
I don't think you can talk now.
You better hope there's no intellect devourers in here.
Can you still talk?
Barely. This is. It's caveman Roku.
Roku, look at the shiny phone ring.
Oh, Curry.
I got one of those St. Pat cookies. Roku, look, cookie.
What was the non-dangerous cookie? I want to eat that.
Santa hat.
There were plenty of. There were 2 plain cookies. But there was one that was granted a buff. If you want that.
Delicious cookies. I'm just
I'd
gonna
like
keep
to
eating it.
eat a Santa hat.
Yeah, you also get a D8 inspiration.
Nice.
Roku, you look at the snowman and star cookies, and they were very good. So you're gonna take, a sugar cookie, a gingerbread cookie, and swap back and forth, and they just keep appearing right there. Sweetie, you're
Alright.
still coated in that aura as well.
Roku, come on. Let's go kill Santa. Or
Wait.
not kill him.
Can I see the aura, or is it only them that can see
It's
the aura?
only them that can see the aura.
So am I like looking in black and white, or can I just not taste anything anymore?
No, you're just nothing changed except colors started emanating around you, and you can't see them.
Pretty
Okay.
color.
They only line up to the center of your whole body, and when you try to look at them, they just sort of you just don't see it. What?
Okay.
Santa guys.
You can
Nice.
still taste the plain cookies, the other cookies that you eat. It just seemed that cookie had no taste.
Roku,
We were gonna
Roku,
go see Santa.
Roku, you want to go see Santa?
No.
Roku, you want a snowman cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using my experience with my own pretty stupid brother.
Brother,
Grunk.
yeah.
Grunk. No offense, Grunk, if you're watching what you want because you're a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I try to coax Roku to follow me to find Santa.
All right. With that, that was one whole corner of this room that you guys just explored.
Wait, you said that there were boxes on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Were they presents?
Yeah, you look at them and they're like discarded toy boxes. All of them have been aged for years and years. None of them functional, but you see wood that has been ate away by termites and rot. That was formerly maybe a toy of something. You can't tell anymore. But these are coating the floor right now.
Are there any exits other than the where we came in?
If you look around once more, I will further describe the room as there is a the back left corner of the room is labeled as Pain Deer Stables, with a door that leads outwards. As well as the far right corner of the room has a door labeled Ho Ho Holding Cells. And then there is one sort of, not a doorway in the middle, but these 2 candy canes that form sort of this arch that seems to lead somewhere, but there's just nothingness on the inside of it. It's just up against the wall.
You guys
Ho
want
ho holding cells.
the ho ho
Mhm.
holding cells? Come on,
Ho, ho,
Roku,
holding
come on,
cells.
cookie this way, cookie this way.
Oh.
You walk to the other side of the room, stepping over these presents, and you would like go into the ho-ho holding cells?
Ho holding cell.
Yeah.
You open the door, and the stench of rotting flesh hits your nose, and you all almost vomit up the cookies that you had just shoved down. And you walk inside, and you see rows and rows of these cages filled with skeletons. You see that there are two child-sized skeletons that are holding one another, one of which is wearing this pink bunny costume that stretches from head to toe.
Honey.
But what you notice most is a man standing up in the corner, having seen you. You can't quite discern him due to the pitch blackness of this room, but you see his general shape. As he stands, his back hunches and his stomach extends outward. All of his fat concentrated on just the stomach. As he holds the bars and wraps his fingers around them. Is that somebody else here?
Santa? Let's kill him.
Who are you, sir?
And do you guys approach him, or
Yeah.
Yes.
as you guys walk closer to him, you first see this red costume draped on him with white fur at the edges. And just as you think you might have found this Santa figure, you see his fingers wrap as there are this green fur that coats them and sticks out, almost pointing. And as he looks at you, you can see that he has this green hair all pulled back, but it looks as though his face has been freshly cut, as he has these wounds from shaving everywhere. But even then, his face is sort of weirdly shaped animalistically as he hunches over to look at all of you. No, I'm no Santa. Who are you all?
We're here to kill him.
Or stop him and change his ways, but
Now
at
we're
this
gonna kill
point,
him.
he's gone a little too far just for redemption.
I agree. I think you should kill that Santa. I hate Wintermas.
Wanna help
Why?
kill him?
Why, yes. I would love to. I just don't know how to get to him.
Is there a door on his cell?
Yes,
Can I open
with
it?
a large padlock sort of on it.
Well,
Roku,
I'm gonna grab the padlock.
Break
I'm
lock.
gonna smack it.
Okay, well,
This is how you work with stupid people.
The door just opens as the lock is now smashed.
I'm gonna point my sword at him and. Did you make the cookies?
No. What cookies?
There's a lot of cookies out there. Some of them make you stupid, as
Well.
you can see.
The cookies tasted really good.
As you can see.
You're here to kill Santa Claus, you said?
Made cookies.
Stop him in general. Stop
Well,
him
good
from
luck with that.
killing folk.
I'm in here because I stole a lot of his presents years ago.
And why?
Because I hate Wintermas, that's why.
Alright.
You're gonna help us kill him, right?
Well, I was thinking that perhaps I could just leave and we could call it a day.
But what if Wintermas happens again?
More presents for me to steal. As he picks up this sack that he has within his cell, and he throws it over his shoulder. Well, thank you for freeing me, but
What's
I
in
must
the
get
bag?
going.
What's in your
Stolen
sack?
presents for Wintermas, like I said.
You have anything in the sack that we could have? Then we'll let you go for free.
Roll persuasion check.
Fuck.
Okay, that's a 12. That's not good. I rolled a 3.
Sure, I'll give you something real special. And he pulls into his sack and he Here, and he goes to hand it to Roku. Here's something for the kid, and he goes to hand it to Roku. Roku, it's a small, sort of marble stone lion toy.
I'm standing in the door. So as soon as he hands it to you, I'm gonna take it and just back out of his way.
He just stare at this. Anyways, I should get going. Good luck. He starts to like hop off into the distance as he leaves the room.
Is there
That was
anything
weird.
special about the toy? Like, does it have a mouth that opens, or is there a little crank or a paw that
a
moves?
little crank or
Little
roll an
crank.
investigation check with a minus cheese whatever.
4.
I'm already
three,
at disadvantage,
minus
so
4. 3.
dude, I rolled a 4.
Lion.
Can you get a 0?
Yeah.
You did, so you go, oh, lion! And you just keep going up to people and going roar in their faces while they're trying to do stuff.
So, let's check out those candy canes in the main room next. Come on, Roku. Look at this.
What was the other place? You said the Ho Ho Holding Cells.
And the Pain Deer
Pain Deer.
stables.
I want to take a peek in the Pain Deer stables.
You open the door and just look in, and there are these 9 stables all set up with doors, but it seems all of them are empty.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Candy cane place.
These are candy canes.
Wow, what's in this one?
And I just enter the very dark room or void. I
kick
don't know.
open
You
the
said it
door?
was like
There's no. It's just a thing.
it's just an arch.
Sweetie, as you step up to the archway and like walk through, your colors around you that the others can see illuminate the entire archway, providing some sort of portal with these swirling colors.
Hey, so we did need to eat the cookies.
Do we all need? Which cookie do you eat to get that, sweetie?
Yeah, what?
Which?
Sweetie,
cookies-
now you can all see this portal that has transferred from his aura and splayed across these candy canes.
Which cookie tasted like nothing?
Ah,
Oh my god, do you remember?
is it the moon?
Can I go through the portal, or do I need to have the aura?
You
I think it was the moon.
stick your hand through, and while there should be a wall right behind the candy canes, your arm keeps extending all the way through it.
I'm gonna step through.
All right, we don't need to eat the cookie.
You do see, generally looking around, there are cookie crumbs scattered at the bottom of this thing, as well as a piece of parchment that has been left next to the door.
I try and read it, but I'm a little.
I pick it up, also try and read it.
Ah,
Hey, dear.
I walk over, pick it up, and read it.
You guys see that it is a whole poem and puzzle, a logic puzzle, deciding which cookie you need to eat to get entrance to this door. You guys just ate all of them.
Oh wow!
You didn't plan
Clever
on that, did you,
writing.
Rick?
Too bad my friends are stupid.
It's got this elaborate setup. It's got hints. It's this whole thing. So
I'd love to eat this. Hey Roku, eat another snack. I handed the parchment.
Oh.
Roku, you see pictures of cookies on it, and you just.
This is my favorite thing.
All right, let us go through the portal.
And with that, you step through this candy cane portal, immediately popping out on the other side of said portal, seeing nothing but an ice cave in front of you. You guys look behind you, and the portal has disappeared from this side. And there is a thin ice bridge that extends in front of you that looks very brittle. And extending into the next room is this dark cave that is just out of sight. You can't tell, but the only entrance to it is across this frail ice bridge.
I stomp across it.
How close are the walls to this?
You guys look, and there's just darkness on all sides, including underneath this bridge. Roku, do you really wish to walk across it without any care in the world?
I'd like to, bumble across like an idiot, but I wouldn't like to actually bumble. You know what I mean? I'd like to
to drag his
cross.
feet.
Yeah.
Roll me an acrobatics check to attempt to lightly tread across this, but obviously your intelligence and exhausted state make that rather hard.
That's like my second natural 20, but I got a fucking 3. So a 5?
You accidentally try to tiptoe, but it causes you to raise your legs and just stomp. And as you cross, you turn back around, and both of you at the other end of the bridge see that it is now cracked everywhere, and now that ice has cracks in it and is just thin.
Sorry.
across.
1 second.
Okay, we're gonna run.
Why would
3,
you... Wait.
2.
Wait.
What?
All right. I pick up Sweetie. You have to trust me on this. I look at the just below the ice on Roku's side, ice just below the bridge, the thing, and then the drop off, and there's the ice right here. And I wanted to shoot a barbed arrow at that.
Right. Roll to hit.
That's a nice saucy 17.
You manage to line up a shot, and this chain just and it extends, cracking into this ice, presumably rather firmly.
Now one of two things happen. Either it just pulls the arrow out, or it pulls us towards there. So, is that all that?
Would you like to retract the arrow?
Yes.
And it, due to the nature of the bow, the barb shut and the arrow slides back out the hole, and it comes back to you.
Oh, that's what happens. Well, Sweetie, let's just... do you have anything way to fly? How long is this bridge?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 feet long.
What do I look like, Cupid?
Move across it slowly. Don't be afraid of breaks. You might break something. And if we both cross at the same time, we might both die.
If we cross it quickly, then we'll outrun death. 3, 2.
I want to start running across this bridge.
I need athletics checks from both of you as you attempt to sprint across this thing.
21.
That's a 12.
You guys immediately begin racing each other, and you hear ice crystals falling into the pitch black depths below you. And the other person, Sweetie, as you're running across, Hogar immediately just passes you, and whether intentional or not, kind of shoves past you to gain velocity as he sprints to the other side. And Sweetie, the ice begins to fall below you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it collapses, and you need to make one final jump across.
Is he within 10 feet?
Yes, this is at the very last edge of this
he's
thing.
going to catch that fat +4. And you have an inspiration.
Plus 4? That's 11 plus 11. That's a 22.
The time begins to slow as you reach out against the ice, and you slap it, and you begin to, and you sink your own fingernails into the ice, not letting go. You pull your form up top.
Instead of helping, I'm just clapping.
I just start. I'm out of breath because I kind of sprint across that. Well, we made it. Now, what's next?
How are we gonna get out of here?
As I'm just kind of looking down into the pits of ice.
Good question.
Santa.
We'll worry about that in a few seconds.
As you guys take a look into this next room, you see a circular ice cave and a man wearing red garments and a long hat with a sort of a ball of whiteness for the tip. But he's very frail, very skinny, and he's sitting on a chair. But he looks up to you. His cheeks, while he is a skinny man, his cheeks are rather chubby. They're red and dimpled. He wears these glasses that rest at the bridge of his, past the bridge of his nose. And he, oh, come on in, my little helpers. I have a pile of presents for you. And just as he says so, he gestures to the middle of the room, and these boxes, perfectly wrapped and with bows on them, all stacked into a pile in the middle of this room.
God, I want to take one.
Enter cautiously.
You walk in and you like pick up this nice shiny red wrapped present above you, on the top.
Thanks, Santa. And I'm gonna come open it.
As you start to open it, he goes, "Oh, ho, ho, ho. Could you please tell me what you are all doing here in my home?" Oh,
We're here to
Santa,
kill you.
what?
why are you hunting the people who celebrate Wintermas?
Oh, ho, ho, my dear boy, Hogar. You don't understand. I don't hunt people who celebrate Christmas.
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 Winter, miss? I would never. That is just a lie made up by those who disparage my good name.
These letters that I can read.
Roku, could you roll me an intelligence check, please?
That's a 13.
Okay.
Wait, hold minus 4? That's a 9.
You are barely paying attention to this conversation as you're just staring at this box, not even opening it. You're just kind of like, whoa, look at the colors, man. You know, it's like, you like shake it a little bit. But the other two of you are engaged in conversation.
But there's the letters, and then your reindeer are not reindeer.
Oh, yes, the Pain Deer, I called him. A name that I'm hoping will stick.
Why?
Oh, I've noticed the kids these days need a little bit of a revamped style in their Santa Claus.
What about
Why?
these letters claiming you've killed people and stolen
These kids
families?
are talking about death, their families murdered.
Missing limbs?
Is yeah.
What do you say?
Does he have a gouge in his eye? This Santa?
Roll me a perception check. He's kind of hunched, shaded in this cloak.
19 plus 3, 22.
No, he's not. No eye gouge.
Okay.
Whew. Boys, how about I give you some nice gifts and you decide to turn around, go back home, and not worry about your dear old Santa Claus.
Why do you have a holding cell?
Oh, it's not a holding cell. It's a ho holding cell. Ho, 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 ho.
I think it sounds better.
Yes, it does.
Green guy gave me this.
Say, that's a nice lion, young boy. Perhaps you could sit down and show me what it does.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna fuck with it.
You start playing with it as you sit cross-legged on this cold floor. You see, your friend Roku doesn't doesn't care about what sort of lies that you've been told by the happy joy businessman.
He gave me a cigar.
Well, that's rather kind of him, isn't it?
So if you're this nice guy, why are they lying about you?
Well, boys, people don't like your old Santa Claus anymore. They disparage my name. They hate kindness and joy and all things that are holy.
Does he seem genuine?
Roll an insight check.
17.
You look, and almost reflexively, he goes to lick his lips. And as he does, this long forked tongue comes out of his mouth, and he looks to catch himself and like slurps it back up suddenly, hoping you didn't notice. So let's say I call the deer and we can get you out of here.
What presents do you want to give us?
Yeah,
Why?
what is in these boxes?
Why? Come on over. I shall tell you your gifts you will receive on Wintermas. It's not quite time yet, boys.
I approach and
I'm gonna stand back up.
I approach.
I'm gonna fumble
And,
back up, I suppose.
like, I put my eyes, like, I do this so you can't see my eyes as well as I hunter's mark him. You know, because it's visible on my character. And while he's talking, I probably, when I have time, I also Slayer's Pray him. Get a full setup.
Let me whisper in your ear. And Sweetie, Hogar, he like sort of like pulls your heads in closer. And Roku, as you finally get up and look over, for the first time you now see with your true sight past this Santa Claus's form as he extends these large claws around the backs of their heads.
Bad
When he
Santa!
says Bad Santa, I try and escapely grapple.
And with that, I need you all to roll initiative. Bad Santa!
Time for epic Christmas music.
Yeah, epic Christmas music time.
Dude. I rolled a nat 20 on my initiative, Rick. I got 22.
Proud of you, bud.
Thanks.
23.
Yeah, always one ahead.
I got
Sweetie?
16. Don't worry.
All right.
Ooh,
You guys
I'm feeling
see?
this Christmas.
You guys see as he reveals this form to you, you see empty, soulless eye sockets and a sunken in, fleshy face as he stares at you and opens up his maw with these sharp teeth. He's got chains dangling off of his hands, and you guys all see as this illusion fades, as does the wall reveal something behind him. A healthier, fatter, regular looking Santa Claus has been frozen like that, like carbonite, stuck in the wall as he sits behind this throne.
I explained quite a bit.
Kill Bad Santa.
Free good Santa.
Actually, the Christmas present pile is like back here. Again, that's Oz. My bad. I'll change that. Sweetie's right here. Right here. And Oz is dead.
No, not dead. He's
Dead.
in trust with
Dead.
his wife.
Dead.
He's not dead. Yet, I hope
Okay.
not.
Epic Christmas Album Volume 2?
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm
slaps.
not right now.
Yes.
I'm only on
Epic
Deck the Halls right
Christmas
now, but whew.
Part 2. All right. With that, Hogar, you're up first.
Am I currently grappled?
Is that Krampus?
You are. Yes. This is the figure that has revealed himself to you.
I would like to try to escape the grapple.
All right. Roll a Dexterity or athletics or acrobatics check.
All right, and I'm gonna add D6 to it because he has my Slayer's Prey on him. Acrobatics, 18, 23.
He only got a 17 as you quickly slide out of his grasp.
And that's an action, right?
Yep.
I would like to retreat.
All right, you gonna take attack of opportunity?
Yes.
How far would you like to retreat?
I want to climb on top of the presents. Is it like a big pile of presents?
It's like 10 feet tall. It's pretty big, but it's not extending upwards like a skyscraper. But yeah, you stand on top.
All right.
One of the presents just a turret. Just
In the present, you find a gun.
An anti-tank.
Holy shit! It's the
rifle.
blicky I wanted.
Anti-tank rifle, just what I asked for.
With that, sweetie, we're now. Oh no, sorry, Roku.
Hey,
We're with
I'm
Roku.
going second.
Bad Santa. You point
Bad
out.
Santa.
What would you like to do?
Roku would like to take his sword and beat him to death with the backside of it. So that's what he's going to try and do.
He comes swinging.
That's a 19 plus 29 and a dirty 20.
19
those
plus
both
29.
Um.
Are you smiting on any of these, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He is a fiend.
Okay, so we
Surprisingly.
are gonna use. Does he resist cold damage?
I believe he's immune. He is immune.
He's
Okay.
Santa. What do you mean? Or
Yeah.
bad Santa?
He's bad
Bad Santa.
I'll be right back. I got Pete. Calculate that damage though.
We'll do. Oh god, that's a lot of dice.
I fucking love the idea of Krampus.
So do I. I like that movie even though it was bad.
I haven't seen the movie, but like I love just like hearing about like tales of Krampus.
So do I. I do too. That's 27. Someone want to remember that. 27.
27.
27.
I like Krampus. I think that movie's fun, even though it's like maybe not the best. It's still real fun, you know?
Guys, there's a Christmas song in epic Christmas music, Santa's Last Stand. I might have to listen to that one here in a bit.
Well, it's not on mine. We must have two different volume 2s.
Oh no, I looked up Christmas battle music.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
27 plus 56
Oh,
is a number.
yes, it is. Are you holding your sword incorrectly? He said.
Oh yeah.
You're accidentally slicing open your own hands as you beat him to death with the ball.
Die!
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm a bumbling idiot. Fuck spells.
He,
Wait. He takes another 6 damage because I'm not gonna put that on myself. The
okay.
AC.
Again, bumbling idiot. You're not gonna put it on yourself.
Yeah, so that would have been a 32 to hit actually.
Oh shit. Okay. That is a okay. That he's going to use his legendary action, and his face illuminates in that fake Santa disguise again. But Roku, you can see through it, so you see flickerings of his true soulless face flickering through this happy Saint Nick as he reaches his left hand towards you and says, "You need to go home for the holidays." And I need you to make a charisma saving throw, Roku.
Oh baby. Let's go ahead and get proficiency. Okay. That's a natural 20. That's like my 4th one tonight, but it's the only second that actually did anything.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's natural 20.
You feel this weird sensation around you, and you just like shake it off, and you're still standing there. And you've been naughty.
Bad Santa.
And with that, We are now suddenly, Hogar, the top box is suddenly out. You hear this do 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 do
Oh
do
no.
do
No.
out explodes this Jack in the Box, laughing evilly at you as it tries to grab your feet. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Is Jack in the Box its own creature, or is this an effect from Krampus?
This is its own creature,
Strength save?
kinda. It's not a Krampus effect, but it's not its own thing. It's a layer thing.
So strength saving throw,
Yeah.
right? 22.
Yeah, you kick him off. You're like, "Ah!" And he's just like, trying to grab a hold of your feet, still like floating there on his spring. With that, we are now to Sweetie.
Wait, what? I'm gonna take my quarterstaff. That thing, right?
You left
That's
that on
all.
the ship. You made
Did
a
I leave that on the ship?
particular note to leave it behind.
Yeah, I didn't remember if I did that or not. I'm gonna take the rapier, and I'm just gonna like. I think he's still holding on to me, so I'm just gonna like take it and just start hitting him in the wrist with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the last one, I'm gonna like hit him, and hopefully at least one of them hit. So I'm gonna hit him, and it's like going to fall out of my hand, but then I'm gonna pick it up with a whistle and like go back in and stab him with it. So 3 attacks with the rapier.
All right.
Okay. The lowest one was a 22.
Those all hit for sure.
Okay. So 3 hit. Should I use 3 smites just right out the gate?
Yes.
3 smites. So that is where's all my d8s? 1d8 for each attack, and then 2 more d8 for each smite. Two. Okay, yeah, I'll have to reroll 2 of these for smite damage, but the magical piercing. Stop with the ads. Okay. Oh wait, the song already ended. Oh, that's why. That is 4, 5. That's 9. 9 damage. Magical piercing. Smite damage is 10. 25 smite damage plus the strength on those, so plus another 9, so 9, 25, and another 9.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into him, and as you do, this black smoke pours out from him as you hear these cries of these souls or some sort of screech that you hear as he continues to look like that at you.
Fun.
With that, he's going to use a legendary action to attempt to punch you with his claws. He is going to that's a natural 20. Plus 10 is going to be a 30. So
Punch me as in me or
sorry, Sweetie.
okay.
Doesn't
good.
matter. I'm wearing adamantine armor.
All right.
Roku's not.
Could have punched Roku for sure.
Thank you, Roku, for saying that.
Not a problem. I'm actually not wearing any armor if it makes you feel better.
I forgot about that.
That is going to be 24 slashing damage.
Oh. Okay.
And that is his legendary action, and it is now finally rolled around to his turn, as he is going to use all 3 of his clawing attacks on Roku.
Give it to me, baby.
Roku, that is a 22,
Yep.
28,
Uh-huh.
and an 18.
Yep, that hits.
All right. That's 13, 17, 30, 50, 56, 60 slashing damage as all of his attacks lay into you.
What was that?
60 slashing damage.
Ow. Okay. Yeah,
You know,
that hurt.
a nap
You-
before this fight would
you
have
just-
really helped.
Slices you up, and as you look down, you start bleeding throughout the cracks in your armor, and he goes, "You've been very, very naughty."
Creepy Santa.
Back to the top, Hogar.
I'm going to get off this gift box since these gifts are populated with we and Jack in the box.
Mhm.
And then
Where you headed?
just to the right. And then take 2 shots at this big boy.
Certainly, roll for it.
One with sharp shot, one without. Alright, and that is 23 for the no sharp shot, 23 for the sharp shot, 26 for the no sharp shot.
Yep.
Alright. So the plus would be 22 in the end. Alright, so now I just roll the dice. And I'm gonna and just see what we got. Ooh. 5, 10, 14, 24, 27 plus 22, 49 piercing damage of the magic cal variety.
All right. Yeah, he gets, and as you hit him, this mist sprays out, and you hear the souls of the damned as he lets them out, and he cackles in an old man voice. Is that your turn?
I have my bonus action, but I don't have anything to do with it. So yeah, it's my turn.
And with that, it is he's going to use a legendary action to Roku, as you've been beating him last round. Actually, is he gonna? Okay, sweetie. As you beat him last round, you see as you go to catch your spear, he uses his very quick hands to try to tuck your spear into his pouch that he has at his hip and quickly replace it with a piece of coal. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
4.
16, 4, 30, 20. Strength, 5, 25. Bitch.
He goes to shove this sword into the bag of holding, and you grasp onto it with both of your hands. And as you pull your hand out, these piles of coal just fall over the floor around him. And that is his legendary action. We are now up to use Roku.
Okay. I have a question about Thunderous Smite.
Uh-huh.
It says I cast it and it lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Does this mean every time that I make an attack, does he have to make that saving throw
I
for strength.
believe it is. It says in the spell description that it carries up to your next attack,
To my next attack.
and then
it's
you
like-
sort of expel it on that attack.
all those smites are like kind of just one and dones.
Yeah,
Well, then why does it concentrate up to a minute?
because you can hold it for up to a
All
minute.
right, whatever. All right, dump, big dump. I'm gonna continue smacking it with the back of my sword.
Mhm.
See how
It's
that
like
goes.
trying to think of a spell, you immediately like, nah, and you just
I got plus 13, so it'd be a 21 and a 24.
yeah, those both hit.
We're gonna do level 2 smites. $35 damage from the maul. That is with my 6 additional added in for the sword.
All right.
$41 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I get a D10 of health back from my hand. And that'll be my turn.
He does not take very kindly to the slashes, as he immediately plucks some snow off the ground with his large, lanky claws, and he furls it into his hand, and he, as he sprays out this cone of cold, and it hits everybody in the room. I need you all to make, was it dexterity or constitution saving throws? Constitution saving throws, everybody.
+4 to Sweetie.
That's a 23. Wait, 22 plus 4. That's a 26. Stay back, demon.
I got 21.
Okay.
Big 20.
What kind of save are we doing?
Constitution.
I talked to my mom. All right. Is it from him?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Constitution. That plus that. 19.
Unfortunately, Hogar, just not enough, just barely squeezing underneath. You don't make it as you get hit, but the other two of you sort of see it coming a lot faster and prepare for it. So I gotta do some math here. 14 damage to Roku and Sweetie, 14 cold damage, and Hogar, you take 27.
Yikes.
Takes away what I just healed. And a
Sweetie's
little
out.
more. Out?
Knocked out.
What do you mean out?
Bro,
Sweetie,
I came into this fight with 37 health.
As you get
Why
hit,
did you do that?
you sort of like, yeah, and you get frozen, and you well, you aren't dead. You will perform your death saves instead of unconscious on the ground, frozen. As a fun little flavor thing.
What flavor?
Fun little flavor. And with that, who just went? Roku? Now it's the lair action, as he is going to next to you, Hogar, as you kind of stand near the pile of boxes but away from them, you start to hear one,
Oh, no.
and you just prepare for the worst as suddenly one of these present boxes explodes. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You're a rather dexterous man. You have a good
21.
chance. Yep, that is enough. But unfortunately, you still take half damage from this this box.
evasion.
14 points of damage of fire damage as this thing just and you like cover yourself, but unfortunately it does singe you a bit. And with that, Sweetie, death saving throw.
Smack his cheeks.
Question: I'm next to Roku. Do I get +4? It is a saving throw.
Yes, it is a saving throw.
Fell off the table. Fail.
Unfortunate. Roku, despite being dumb, you do realize that your friend is frozen at the moment and not doing very well. So, Sweetie, now it's his turn. So he's going to focus all of his 3 attacks onto Roku once more.
Don't hurt me. Father Christmas.
Does a 13 hit?
No, actually, just under.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Does a 21 hit?
Hopefully, if anything, last round, it won't be enough to knock me down, but it'll take me close.
$38 points of slashing damage.
God damn. Close indeed.
Still alive?
Yes. Yep.
As he claws at you. It is now back to the top with Hogar. 2 of your friends are in a rather sticky predicament at the moment.
Help.
I guess healing word on Sweetie. Not sure how well it will work when he's frozen.
You Sweetie, you hear almost as if you were underwater. You just hear like, and you can just, and you break through your frozen carapace as you take some hit points.
6 hit points.
10 hit
Ain't
points.
It's honest work.
Yeah. Orange sweaters.
Yeah.
And then I back 20 feet away from the presence, going up that icicle over there to the right.
Yeah, you take a step up on this big, like, frozen boulder. It's just a huge chunk of ice.
And then I take 2 shots.
Perfect.
Both sharpshooter shots. Surprisingly, I rolled 2 15s, which means they're both 22.
Yeah, those both hit.
Awesome. $14, 27 plus 32, 59 piercing damage.
All right. You sink these 2 arrows into his neck area, and you guys can see that he actually has a large gash wound into his neck, as previously stated by one of the letters to him. And with that, it is now. Is that your turn?
Yep.
He is going to use his legendary action as this time he is going to say, time for you to go home for the hunt. I already said that, didn't I? And I need you to make a charisma saving throw, Hogar. I believe you get a D6 added onto this, boy.
I do. 22. 22.
Yeah, you're fine. You start to get like float upwards and removed from the plane a little bit. Like you start to shift and you just clamber back down onto this rock. With that, Roku, back to you.
D10 health.
Yep.
And then see Sweetie's alive. Some fat smackaroonies. Is it a bonus action to use my channel divinity to get a spell slot back?
I believe it's an action to use your
Okay,
channel
then
divinity.
we will cash that for later. That's a natural 20 and an 18 plus 13.
I think those are a pretty
Jesus.
good chance of hitting.
I don't
Okay.
care, Chick-fil-A.
I care, Chick-fil-A.
2 Steps from Hell, Christmas melody.
Dude, Two Steps from Hell, I use a lot of their music.
Wait, is the 3 from the thing doubled as well?
No. That's kind of like your strength. You only double the dice, not the modifiers.
I'm just gonna do this crit first. $25 damage from the mall. $35 radiant damage, and then attack 2.
There we go. Dark Christmas music. There we go.
That's 28 damage total with radiant and maul damage from the second
Okay.
attack.
Wow. You cut into him and you just start like laying into him with this pure rage only an angry toddler could conjure. As he, no, please. And he starts like sort of grunting to himself, and one of his like horns falls off as you slash it at the center as he holds onto it. And he looks he's what you would call looking pretty rough.
Yeah, boy.
As he looks at you. Also, all of you looking very rough. Like you guys have had a long ass day.
At this point, I'm just kind of like beaten to death with the fucking lion in my left hand and kind of flailing.
Yes, the lion is giving you the courage to keep going. With that, he's going to use a legendary action to attack. That is going to be a 25, Roku.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. 21 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm okay, but barely.
And with that, as he sort of slashes you offhandedly, he reaches up and he pulls his hand down, and his lair starts raining icicles, one at each of you. Hogar, does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Roku, does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
Sweetie, does an 11 hit?
Yeah, let's go and miss it.
I just rolled like an 18, a 15, and then a 2. And I was like, okay, well, that...
Oh, let's fucking go.
Hogar?
Anything above a 10 and I'm out.
It's possible. I don't know. 6, 12. Hogar, you take 12 points of cold damage.
I'm still standing. For now.
Roku, I got bad news. You take 12 points of cold damage.
Okay, unrelenting endurance. Let's go, baby.
You just you get partially impaled through the shoulder by this large icicle, and you just ow, 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 as you slowly peel it out. And of course,
me, lion.
Sweetie, this fucking icicle just crashes next to you. And with that, it is now Sweetie's turn.
I'm still standing.
Roku, get that thing out of your shoulder.
Healing word, D4. Boom. That's a 3 plus a 5. That's 8 hit points.
Yeah.
So you got that. And then I'm going to look over to that boulder on the left. Wait. Yes,
This one?
yes, it has been.
Big ol'.
I was like,
throw it at him.
This is smart. Yeah, this is a good idea. Because from the beach rock that you were
Mhm.
pushing it with size. So
Mhm.
like this one looks it's smaller.
It's a
but
lot
still
smaller.
substantial.
Like, I might be able to pick up Hogar's. That's a maybe.
Yeah.
That one is a definitely. So I'm pick it up. And actually, how far can I move stuff with telekinesis?
I'm still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, telekinesis is not in the bard spells.
By the way, this like box behind him, this is the Santa frozen in carbonite that is against the wall.
Carbonite Santa.
Hmm.
Bad Santa. Bad Santa.
Creepy Santa. He just have this fucking lion toy.
Okay.
I like to think
Pick it
every
up.
other swing, I'm like smashed him in the head with it.
I can pick it up and move it up to 30 feet. So I want to move it diagonally upwards. The 5 over to, the 15 feet right, and then 15 feet up.
Okay.
So like it drops like 15 feet.
I'll just keep
and
it
then
here just to.
And then as soon as it's above him, release.
It's gonna be a save from him. He's not too dexterous. As the rock starts falling, he tries to like catch it. And he will say, and he looks at you, sweetie, and says, You're too naughty. And it lands on his hand and it starts to like crush him a little bit. But he catches it and he goes, You will never save Winter Miss. Sweetie, how do you want to do this?
Hey. Do I want to say anything?
You could say something like you drop an ice block on him and you're like, hey, chill out, something like that.
You keep calling us naughty, but in fact, it was you.
And then re-grasp onto it with telekinesis and just drive it through his hand, like through him.
A hole rips through the center of his hand and hits him upside the head, snapping it upside down. And sweetie, you basically just take it and you like
just like pile him into the ground.
and he begins to just crush and crumble into a small little compact robe as he remains there motionless against the floor, twitching his hand.
Yeah.
Underneath the rock.
I throw my lion at him.
Ding, 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 ding. Surprisingly, hasn't broken through all the trouble it's been through.
What's the shiniest thing he has on him? I want it.
I want that bag.
Don't care about the bag.
You sort of like kick the rocks off of him. He has this like chain dangling from his wrist.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
You take this length of like 3 feet in chain, and it's all fetid and rusted, and you're just like, yeah.
I want his
Good
bag
Santa.
of coal.
I want to use a torch and try and free Santa.
Good Santa.
The good Santa.
Good Santa.
Sweetie, you do as well. You pick up this bag and you like stick your hand in it and like pull it up, and just this coal just comes crumbling out.
I just want to like open it up and just be like, just try and empty it all out.
As you do so, these piles and piles of coal come rushing out, and then almost like a wood chipper, it just starts spewing organs and bodies and bones. And you shake it some more, and then some more coal, and you like look into it, and the last piece of coal rolls out.
Prestidigitation.
Clean up the inside of the bag, make it nice and not covered in meat.
So, how are we gonna get good Santa out?
I just want to like
Good Santa.
attach it to my hip. Put a little flame on my finger, and I'm gonna hold it up to the ice, try and help out.
All right. Hogar?
I cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Santa.
Okay. What do you say to him?
Good Santa.
Wake up, yes, you have a presents to deliver.
Wake up, samurai. You got presents to deliver.
Well, that's 10 hit points.
Does anyone else try to free him in any sort of way
Oh,
besides
wait.
the
I'm gonna
flying?
smash it with the chains.
Wait, I want to I want to turn around, pick up a few bloody pieces of coal, put it around like on the sides of him on the base, and light those on fire with my prestidigitation.
You start a charcoal grill of Santa. And you see the ice start to melt and the water drip down the side as you all sit around this man. Warm, rosy cheeks and a belly like a bowl full of jelly stands in front of you, still encased in ice, but you all watch it as it slowly drips away. Fortunately, the process takes a little while. He is frozen solid in a block of ice.
So, you guys want to take a nap?
A short one. Like, I haven't had time to sleep here. Like a short.
Or I
maybe
guess
hour and a
I guess
half.
we can wait a little longer.
As
It's been a really long day.
you guys all sit there nursing your wounds, and finally, the ice starts to crack. As it, this man lands in front of you on the floor. Oh. Well, hello, the three of you.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, you see, we came to kill you, but it turns out that this evil guy was trained to be you and murdering lots of people. Like, a lot.
Oh,
I'd Santa.
oh no.
And he also turned a reindeer into monsters. And
I have quite the reputation to upkeep now.
yeah, he's a lecher someone sent to you.
Don't worry, it's only been
you.
10 years that he's been terrorizing them.
Oh my. I thank you so much for freeing me. I appreciate all the help you've done. And ridding the land of this thing.
Yeah.
You have all done equal parts to save Wintermas. And for that I thank you, Hogar, Sweetie, Roku.
How does he know our names?
Oh, Hogar. You see, I'm a magic man myself. Now, how about we get you back to the nearest village so you can go home? How does that feel?
Alright. What are you gonna do about everything else?
Oh, don't worry. I'll figure this old mess out.
Are you sure the pain deer outside, those might be a little bit of trouble.
Rudolph went through that phase back when he was in Rudolph's reindeer school. I'm sure we can have something figured out.
And the green Santa, we accidentally let him out of the cell.
Oh, don't worry. He's a real feeling individual once you get to know him.
Okay.
He was planning on ruining this Wintermas, so
Of course. But perhaps we'll deal with that another day. Maybe next Wintermas we'll have to deal with a very similar adventure. But until then, You have all fulfilled your duties, more so. Now, how about we get you back home?
That's
That'd be much
probably
appreciated.
for the best. We have lots to do.
For your final Wintermas wish, I need you all to close your eyes.
I close my eyes.
I closed my eyes.
Now, think warm thoughts of home, of the friends you love. Are you thinking of them?
Yes.
Now I need all of you to say, I wish I were home, all at once. 1, 2, 3.
I wish
wish
I
I
were
were
If I were
home.
was at home.
But wait, I need my wristwatch thing.
And all of a sudden, you guys open your eyes once more. Springing awake, you are lying in bed. No frigid winds anywhere. A dwarf in black armor. Oh, you guys passed out. I was concerned. Are you all right?
Do I have
You
my
all reap the
wristwatch?
benefits of a long rest.
Am I still mentally incapacitated?
You are not. All of you.
What the
all your
fuck?
Do I have the thing on my hip?
No. It seems it was all a shared dream.
Roku doesn't have the ice bow.
As you all
No,
look
I still
around, staring at
feel
each
like
other,
holding.
wondering if you all just experienced the same thing, Pozar says, hello? Is everyone here? Are you all right?
I think so.
Ah,
Checking my pocket for the cigar.
do,
Nothing.
you, do you know what Wintermas is?
Oh, I'm afraid you came to the wrong place if you're looking for winter, young man. You guys just teleported into the middle of the town and fell flat on your faces, passed out.
That
Maybe that
was
demon had
embarrassing.
more of effect on us than we thought.
Huh. You're all right, though.
I
think
so.
Yeah.
Look, get your bearings, make sure you're all physically able, and come back out to the war room. We have much to discuss.
All right.
And he walks out of the room. Oh, wait! And he walks back in, and in his hand he carries 3 blue wrapped boxes with bows tied around them. You dropped these when you came in. Ah, here you go. And he sets them down.
Do
Whatever
they
those
have
are.
names on them?
Thanks, Pozar.
Yeah.
Thank
And he
you.
shuts the door. You guys go check the gifts.
Do
Oh,
they
yeah.
have names?
Oh,
Peasants.
On all 3 of the equally shaped boxes, each of you see to Roku, to Hogar, and to Sweetie from Santa.
Aw,
Okay. Open the box.
So,
I hope it's my lion.
Hogar, you quickly tear your box open, open the lid, and as you reach your hand inside, you pull out a elegantly carved, wintry themed bow that has seemingly fit in your box with magical powers. As you hold it, extend the string. This is definitely the one from what you remember. Sweetie, seeing this, you pull open this sack that you shove your hand into, and your hand disappears into nothingness. And Hogar, nope, Roku, you slowly and methodically tear open the top, and you pull up this small lion figurine that fits into your hands.
I act like I hate it, and I put it in my pocket.
wait, was yours actually just a toy? Or does yours actually do something?
No. Does it do something?
Would you like someone to investigate it?
I'd like to, yeah.
Roll
Or does it
Arcana
just
check.
make lion noises?
It's a roar. That's a 16.
You can sense some sort of otherworldly feeling around it. You get a sixth sense about these things ever since you had the hand in the eye, that there's something dwells deeper within it.
I tell what this motion do.
You can certainly attempt to, if you guys would like to stay around for about an hour and determine your new magical gifts.
I would
Sure.
love to.
I would love to take off this bow that almost killed me.
I don't have to attune to a bag of holding, do I?
No. And with that, you all sit down on the floor of this room, this sort of medical attention room that you guys are all in, wrapping paper skewed on the floor and smiles across your faces as you all look at your Wintermas gifts. And with that, we will end the session for tonight. Merry Wintermas to all, and to all a good night.